I'm super late because I was helping a friend of mine who we all know and love, Volkov, because his computer is fucking him over. So don't hate me. I was being a good person. I was being a good friend. And yeah. Apparently Volkov has some keyboard input issues tonight. And he's not doing great, guys. Not doing great. I don't want to do this, for sure, not that. Capture and destroy objectives one at a time as you move through. I like that one. Hold your ground. I like that one. I don't like this one. Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to be so upsetty spaghetti about it, but damn. Before playing multiplayer, we highly recommend skip it. I've already played it. Select regions. The US, please. I just feel like it'll run better if I do that. Most likely, at least. That makes sense, for we are in America. I hope Tiger comes back, because I have his Peaky Pig. Or Genki, one of the two. Either one of you guys just need to show up tonight. For sure. Did I just speak it into existence? Because it'd be kind of cool if one of you guys showed up right then. It'd be creepy, but cool. Alright. So, don't judge me, but I'm flying solo. It'll be a little more boring than usual, because I'm alone. But, you know, we'll give it a good old 1-2 try. While Volkov tries to sort his shit out. Basically, right now, what's happening to him is, like, he'll press the W button, right? And, it, like, his guy will start, like, it'll, like, take a second to start running. And then when he, like, takes his finger off, he'll keep running for a little bit longer, you know? It's like a keyboard delay. But we don't know what's causing it. The only thing that's changed is I gave him that hard drive, so that he would stop having to fucking constantly reinstall and uninstall shit. And, I guess Discord had an update last night. So maybe that fucked it up too. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. I told him to try to run the game. It's happening to all games. It's not even just this game. I told him to try to run his game without Discord tonight, or like for a second, see if maybe that fixes it. So that's what he's doing right now. Oh my god, I'm so glad I stopped shooting right as you crossed in front of me. Oh my fucking god, dude. Just out of nowhere. Volkov would have been like, there was a grenade, how did you not see it? That's how he sounds. He knows. Nobody tell him. Oh, my ear. You know what the one horrible thing about having really long hair as a girl is? Sometimes it likes to tickle your ear. Even when it's pulled back, it likes to find a way. And then it just feels fucking terrible. It feels like there's something in your ear. And it freaks you the fuck out, dude. But it's just I see you, bitch. I see you, bitch. Come back here. I want to murder you. Thank you. Stop. Okay, here we go. Do I go here? There's not a point here, but there's a resupply here. That's weird. Maybe this is where the point was. Probably because we're on B. There's something in my tooth that's going to drive me insane.
I think it's fixed now.
It's fixed?
I think so.
So it was Discord, that beach.
I knew it. I had a feeling it was.
I had a feeling it was too. Especially when people start talking about like how his like programs running in the background. I was like, it's fucking Discord, bitch.
Discord's always been messing with me on my computer. I can't uninstall it either. I tried to uninstall it, but it won't work. It can't shoot out lights now. They need to have the ability to shoot out lights in Insurgency. Alright, let's see if this works. This is making me very upset. Whoa, what was that? That was really loud.
I'm sorry, I got blowed up and I got spurred. Oh, is it you? Are you watching my stream?
Me? No.
Oh. Okay, so I had one viewer and I was like, I wonder if it was Volkov because he couldn't hear me. I was sitting here talking shit about you. It's no big deal.
You were?
Yeah. I was telling whoever this viewer is that your computer was fucky lucky. And then
Very much is.
I died by a grenade. And I was like, Volkov would have been like, the grenade's right there on your foot. How'd you not see it? So that's how he sounds, everybody. In case you're
Do
wondering.
not sound like that, no.
He knows he sounds like that.
No, I don't. Schmixy. So, what do you think about Played Up, though?
It looks good. It looks like a game that like I could get really sucked into and probably waste a lot of time on.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna be playing it later tonight at 12, because that's when my friend gets off. Then we play together.
I went and dropped a lurk on Schmix's Twitch. And I said, hey, Beach, because he's my beach.
I don't know what lurking does, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go to your stream and do it.
It like gives you a view, even if like you close out the tab or like you leave, it'll still like give me the view for like it'll count as a view, like someone viewed my stream kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. At least that's what people have told me. Beach! I hope you guys murdered him. Did you murder him? Yeah, you did. You did. You got him. What do you got? What do I got? No ammo. That's what I got. No, no, no. Boom. Dropped him. Ah. Is he daddy spaghetti? Excuse the fuck out of me right now? He was dead, right, guys? Oh, I'm pretty sure that bitch was dead. And then he was just like, just kidding, I'm alive. The fuck? Oh, that bitch. What a snipey cunt. So yeah, it was really fun last night watching like thousands of people watch Nico Ortiz watch me die. That was great.
That was great, really?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't embarrassing at all when he was like, Death, what are you doing? He was like, you gotta learn to pull the trigger a little faster. And I was like, I'm used to playing against bots. Well, what it was is that like I couldn't see the guy 100%. He was coming around the corner, and I was terrified because I'd accidentally, like, I didn't kill anybody, but I'd accidentally shot at some of my teammates a couple times. And I didn't want to shoot one of my teammates. So it took me a second to like, I was like, is he one of mine or not? And then in that second, that guy was like, well, it's definitely not one of mine because I'm invading you. So he shot me before I could. And I was like, right as I shot a shot off, he killed me. So yeah. But it was great. It was great having all those people watch me die. Him say that. And I was like, damn it. But the next game, he wasn't on my team and I killed him. So I felt vindicated.
That's good.
Yeah.
Murder, damn.
Mm-hmm. But one of the guys that plays in there, fucking hell, dude. He snipes and he's stupid fucking good at it. He also does streaming. He's a stupid good sniper, dude. Don't come into my hole like this, dude. I held this hole so fucking long by myself. I'm sure out of bullets. Fuck. I was out of bullets and everything. But yeah, so there's this like tunnel in one of these levels that has like a wheelbarrow around a corner, and so I jumped onto the wheelbarrow and I crouched down inside of it, and I was just like killing everybody who came across there.
Nice.
Yeah, until somebody came in with a 40 mic and murked me.
Of course.
And then Nico was like, how did we lose this fucking point? And I was like, listen, they blew me up, man. Like, what do you want? Like, I was in a small hole and they brought a big boom. Like, there was nothing I could do.
I remember hearing that. I remember listening to that when it happened, and I was like, oh. By the way, I'm waiting for you to join.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
At least I have.
I guess I'll just abandon my abandon. That's fine. Okay. I'm sure they'll do fine without me.
Well, hello, Schmoosh. Oh, bye, Schmoosh. Okay. No, night, really?
Oh, look what you've done. I was in a nice daytime level and everything.
Hey, we'll be fine. We'll go by fast.
Watch me load in and they're immediately done. Like, that happened to me last night.
I have to fix my loadout. Oh wait, no I don't.
Rude actual. Oh, he has tattoos. I want to get tattoos on my dude's arms.
Who has tattoos?
The Ikonos Cheeky? Or Shiki? This dude has tattoos. Ichinos Shiki. That's also a cheap as fuck spot he's in. Imagine playing PvP and somebody's up in that little fucking corner. That'd be so annoying.
Oh, I bet.
I wonder how the fuck he got up there. Oh, there's a guy.
People with these recoil control in this game are ridiculous.
They were talking about the AK-74U being kind of badass.
Really?
Uh-huh. That like the recoil and the knockdown were like just the right fucking amount.
Shoot through the wall so you can see him. You see him. He's using the Traver. To your right, he just breached the door to your right. Oh my god. There's a dude in the wall. Did you see that?
Are you talking to me? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm fucking with my loadout right now.
He just ran.
Okay.
This dude can hear so well.
Damn,
My
good
man.
shit, bro.
That was ridiculous.
Man, I put in so much work in that fucking game, and I got 2,000
I
experience
know, I have
because
0,
of
0, 0, 0, 0, and then 2,338.
it. I got 2,344. Suck it. I
No.
watched harder, obviously.
Apparently.
I'm a better watcher.
Okay, let's not pick a night map. Crossing.
I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Come on, Tiger Agenki. Show the fuck up. I don't know what his Discord is either. Otherwise, I would have told him. I know he's in Nico's Discord. That's how he found me, because I posted in the promote yourself thing. And so when I went to go, when I went to go play with Nico last night, he was like, "Oh, you're playing with Nico?" And then he played too, so we were all playing together.
That's cool. What other guns are there? Oh, let's try this one out.
That's all I need. Yeah, that's all I needed. Thank you. Spawn me in. Let's try this.
Fuck you!
Yo, chill, bro.
Get down on the ground! Get down! شيزون! Fuck! Move your caution! شوية شوية! Grenade! Grenade! Cannot be done, no!
Ouch.
Yeah, he tried to kill us, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw him throw the grenade at us. Ooh, this recoil is a lot better than the fucking regular ass AK.
Same.
Yo.
I can't aim. I just can't aim.
Is it... Did I really get killed by the fucking bot trying to jump up a hill? That's annoying. Kill and go. Rude actual Volkov. You can't aim? You're aiming now. You're just saying you
No,
suck
I can't aim. Like, look at this. What is this?
Yeah, you're missing
Why
all
can't
your
I shoot
shots.
him?
What are you... What is his name?
I don't know what's wrong with
Janksy?
me. I can't aim.
It's because you made fun of Jinx all that time. Janky or whatever his name was. Jinxie.
No, but that dude was consistently bad. I'm at least good on a good day. I don't know what's up. Is my sensitivity like... Oh, my sensitivity is at 3200.
Well, you know.
That would help.
Killenko looks like he's hurt as shit, dude. He's limping and shit.
Yeah, I'm hurt really bad as well, actually.
Wish there was like a medic class in here. I would fucking play that so hard.
Medic class would be fun. I would love the medic class. That'd be so much fun.
You would not be allowed to use the medic class. Fuck off.
Why?
Bitch, you already got your specialty, alright?
Which is?
Marksman. asshole. Try to come for my specialty like that. Literally the only thing I'm good at in every game ever. God damn it. I keep forgetting that like it locks you into ADS. So I go to like click out of it and click back into it and it's like fucked up.
You can change that. I changed it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Let's do that then because it's driving me nuts. Let's see.
Oh, I did not see that dude there. Alright, I guess I'm blind. They blended into the ground very well. Okay, I like that gun, but I don't like that gun. So
Aimed out. Wait, no.
we're gonna look at a different gun.
These are all like sensitivities. I don't need that. Free aim? No. Aim down sights. No, sensitivity again. I don't want that. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Which is just the worst. I don't know. I'll just have to get fucking used to it. Cause I don't think my ready or not's like that.
Like what?
Where like it holds your ADS
No, it's
even
not.
after you
Default's not. You can make it,
Yeah.
but default's not.
Yeah, so I'm not used to like I let go of it and it's fucking like still holding it kind of thing.
You just need to make it,
Damn it, just give up!
this man alone again, really? It's my fault. I kind of died real bad.
Yeah, me too. I shouldn't have died the way I died.
I mean, I was just dumb and blind, so...
I was just dumb.
I mean, I wasn't really dumb. I was blind more than anything. I was getting shot from behind. I was looking the wrong way.
Well, I mean, while we're doing this, let me just keep looking for a second. Let's see.
This man has the best ears in the world.
Always show fire mode selection. Sure.
Yeah, you hear him right. Oh! That shot, my man.
Okay. Let's see if that changes it.
Eyes open!
Yes. Let's do it. It does. Okay, I figured it out. Alright, I'm in. I'm in this bitch. And I made it so my compass is always on my screen. I prefer it that way. I shouldn't run down the road in a war zone. Gonna get my ass lit up.
I have the weirdest scope ever. Not sure how I feel about it. I also have a Mosin Nagant, and I kind of like it.
Yo! I thought that was my guy shooting there, dude. I guess I was wrong. Dude, my dude is like real tired. Super out of breath. Legs are on fire. Lungs are on fire.
I feel that so much. I don't sprint much. I kind of just walk everywhere.
it be?
Oh, that's you. That's my dude. Okay. That's perfect because I need to reload. I just lit everybody up. You know why? Because I fucking was able to aim down sights correctly, and I am fucking excited.
Oh my god, you just took a shot to the head and survived.
Me?
No, this dude over here.
All I'm saying is no one ever takes a shot from my 7.62 and survives to the head.
I hit him with 7.62 by 54 armor piercing and he survived. So
He had the Tarkov helmet on. The titanium helmet.
apparently.
I need to reload.
Loading up!
I'm gonna try this again. You see one straight ahead of you, There you go.
Okay, that bead was on that motherfucker. That's a hard shoot for this gun. Did I get him?
Someone else got him.
Someone else got him for me. And I'm out of rounds. I am, like, out of rounds, too. That's not great. I'm going to...
Hey, Juan! Are you still with me?
Please have an AK. I'll take that too. It's fine. Whatever. It's what it is.
Hey, we're taking C!
Yo, what the fuck did I get blown up by?
Someone shot a rocket from our own team.
Rude actual. How are you just gonna die like that? Alright, Volkov. It's all you, home skillet.
Wait, what?
No, like, I'm watching
There's
you.
other people.
I'm watching
Oh.
you. I'm watching you. But I'm watching you, bro. Go pistol whip him.
Excuse me?
This is the upstairs. If you go right, not there. No, you captured. You're good. That was my gun.
Look! Give up! Oh, you're in the jungle now, baby! They're coming! Using incendiary! We got C! It's ours! Flash grenade! Nothing they won't do! Get out! Drop it! Everyone! Get status! I'm good! We have enemy at C! Get moving!
God, can you guys kill everyone already so I can get back to life? God. You're so slow. No, but for real, how the fuck are you guys being blocked? You guys have this shit unlocked. This See, I know you're not about to go clear this fucking house with a sniper rifle. The fuck?
Drop your weapon! Grenade out!
I will. I will.
That guy just say go fuck a donkey.
Yes.
Throwing grenades! Stay back! I can't!
I got one.
Nice.
Does anyone
There we
need
go.
water? Did someone pick up if you're not dead? I'm okay. All good in here. I'm okay. Fuck you.
Oh my god, really?
Did you already get merked? Was that you that got killed?
Yeah. He ran right in front of me when I was aiming down sights and I couldn't do anything.
Hey! Reloading! Go, get them, get them!
I'm not doing good this day. Today, just not my day.
Damn it,
It's okay.
just give up!
Your PC is fucking lucky. It's not your fault.
Give up!
Well, we're about to cap C, so you might be back alive again.
Now we gotta defend it first.
You're kidding, right? Not a single bullet hitting them? There we go.
Don't go outside.
I don't know.
Oh, nice. This game has probably the best sound I've ever heard.
Dude, that A10 Warthog when it flies through? Oh my god.
Oh, I love that.
Loading! Loading!
Dude, I'm already out of ammo again?
Yeah. I'm alive. I'm good.
Hey, Lawan! Are you still with me? I'm okay.
Okay, I'm going to start to do better.
Okay. We'll see it.
Wow, okay, I guess I won't.
Okay.
Did you just die?
No.
Oh.
Someone just stole my kill from me though.
Better than dying.
Again, they keep stealing my kills.
Sure.
Wait, how did he destroy that already?
Fast. Man moves fast.
Hey, man down!
Serpentine, 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 serpentine. There's a guy right there. Okay. I don't know how to lay down this game.
Z. Alright, I'm doing terrible this round. This is not okay.
Alright, catch your breath, bro. Catch your breath. We're good. It's okay.
Contact east! Contact northeast! Securing it! Shell! Loading up!
Capping F.
I'm dead again.
Oh, how?
I don't know.
Did you just die? You get it? You get back alive again? 'Cause we just
Yeah, back
captured-
alive again, but I don't know what just happened. I got blown to pieces somehow.
Weird. Random fucking grenade, maybe?
Yeah, but I didn't hear anything get thrown. I didn't see anything get thrown. I'm gonna die again.
You gonna re?
Nah. I got run over by a truck.
Loading!
And it didn't count it as him killing me. He just ran me over, and it didn't tell him that he injured me at all.
Damn.
And I saw it coming, and I was like, "You're gonna hit me!" Oh, I hate this game so much right now.
This is not your night, bro.
No, it's not.
Okay, got it. Keep moving.
Okay, I'm back alive. I'm probably gonna die in a couple of seconds again. Oh, I'm just gonna
Get inside
kick
the
the door
building
out
and
of it.
don't fucking... don't get run over by vehicles again. Oh, I like this gun.
What gun are you using?
I don't know.
How do you not know what gun you're using?
I picked it up. It's like a machine gun. I guess it's a saw, but
It's a Vector.
Oh, is it?
No, you're the wrong person. I'm looking at a different person. Never mind. You're fine. I don't know what you're using.
I think I'm using a saw, but with like a... It's like on... not auto. Maybe it isn't auto, but I only shoot one bullet out of it. And it has like a sniper scope on it. It is a one-shot hitter. Winner.
How do you have it? This saw you can't change,
Let me see. Yeah, no,
Can't
it's not.
change
It's not. It's not selected. I shoot it one time, just on purpose. I just go
Are you
click.
talking about, is it the M240 maybe?
Maybe. I think it did have an M in it.
Because
It's
how
slow
was
shoot.
pirate
It shoots. It shoots slower. Like it's a slower.
Yeah,
machine gun.
that's the M240 or whatever.
Thanks for a
It's
nice-
the 7.62 version of the saw.
Shoot at me through this fucking wall, bitch. I can shoot at
You
you
know,
through that wall
you
too.
know I can play well because you've seen me play well. I
I've
don't know
seen you
what's
play
up with me.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna judge you. I am the shittiest player. I'm just like, you know, shining right now. I'm just having my time in the sun, you know?
I'm not. Not at all. I'm gonna go destroy that truck because it killed me.
I have grenades now? These bots sometimes for real act like people. It's kind of crazy. Like they just randomly jump for no reason.
Yeah, they do.
Shit. Bitch! Shit. How is this bitch evading my fucking shots, dude? Didn't evade me then, bitch. There we go. There we go. It's almost like
Hey.
bum rushing somebody with a machine gun is not the
Terrible.
plan.
I was so bad.
Yeah, I did terrible too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right there with you. I understand your pain.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, though, I got 33 kills that match, but I only got 35 kills overall. So that says some things.
got 35 kills overall.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 7.
Yeah, but 33 of them came from that last match. Like, I don't know what the fuck was happening. It's because you
And I
weren't
died
killing.
10 times.
It's because you weren't killing anybody. You
Yeah,
weren't
'cause I
taking the
kept getting
kills.
killed.
So there was more people for me to merc.
I don't know what's up with me today. Yesterday I was going 55-2, and today I'm going 7-10.
To be fair, you were killed by your own people like 2 or 3 times.
4 times. It was straight up 4 times. I don't know where this happened. 4 different people. I got hit by a truck, detonated by someone's grenade, hit by a rocket launcher, and then I don't know how I died the last time, but it was
Don't
just
worry.
ridiculous.
This is going to be a relatively short stream night for me anyways because I started kind of late. And I have
And someone
a lot of
already
editing to do.
Someone are using this one. I want to use the. They took my thing. They took my thing. I don't like that. They took it. I want it back. I want to put a different site on it. I don't know. Let's go with this site. Why not? Let's try it out. I don't have any grenades or anything. I just have a gun. So we're gonna do everything with only a gun, and we're gonna see how well I go.
All right, I'm good.
That's usually what I do anyways, so.
I'm using a red dot. I don't know if I like it. Probably gonna die and change it. Oh my god, I can't shoot anything! No, we're changing this site when it's done. There's no way.
You can just change it now.
No, I can't. I'm in a firefight. Give me a mag, quick! Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely switching this.
Fuck!
I have to defend it. Awesome.
Guess that's all I can put on it. Alright, Volkov, make us proud. See, I'm already proud of you. You're doing things.
Yes, but
Is
I'm
this
not doing
not the
anything
site
fast
that you
enough.
usually have on it?
Nope, not at all.
Hey, they're taking Alpha! Enemies on Alpha!
A little bit. I had fun playing with you last night, Tiger. Which, by the way, I did the thing. I did the thing that I said I was gonna do.
No!
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up. Alright, get ready. Get ready. Whoops, unlock. This way. Boom. Check that out, Tiger. That's your tiger. See, I made a little Celtic symbol for your tiger, and so you're gonna be 10 kills with a PKM. Nice. I did 33 kills last one. So yeah, so you'll be the leader of the tiger team if this ever comes to fruition, and that's gonna be y'all's logo. Boom. I'm so happy you showed up. I was like, God, I'm gonna be so embarrassed if Tiger doesn't show up today. Let me put it back on game capture.
Enemy just took Alpha.
Why
It was
did you
funny
leave the
watching people get mad at you last night too. They're like, "Oh, fucking Tiger."
What?
Last night, Tiger's back in my chat. He played with
Oh,
me and Nico
nice.
last night. Yeah. I showed him his Tiger. Were they? Yeah, at one point, like, because I rewatched the stream last night because I wasn't able to, like, watch it while I was playing. And some guy got mad at you for killing him a lot. It's pretty funny. I liked the part the most, though, when Nico watched me die, and so everyone that was in the chat watched me die, and it was really not embarrassing at all. That was my favorite part. He was like, Death, you gotta get faster at pulling the trigger. And I was like, don't look at me. I was scared that it was like one of my teammates, so it took me a little longer. I was like, should I shoot him or should I not? And the guy was just like, yeah, I know that you're not my teammate, so I'm gonna murder you. And it was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I love watching the stream. When I kill Nico, he always says something funny. Yeah, I killed him a couple times. It was pretty funny. So I was telling Volkov, I was like, he told me that I need to get better at pulling the trigger faster. And then I killed him and I felt vindicated. Oh God, I forgot what I was doing. I forgot what gun I'm using. And he made me talk and I forgot that I was playing a whole different playstyle this time. And I'm coming in here all hot and heavy. When I should be like camped up somewhere and not hot and heavy like this. Oh, watch. There's somebody coming this way. Don't get in front of me. You're fucking me right now, dude. I missed every... Don't rush me. Don't rush me. I have a fucking machine gun, dude. That was the stupidest mistake you could make. I could literally just spray and pray and you're gonna be dead. It looks like they're coming from this door locker, so I'll just like make this my spot. Or I won't because no one's fucking coming from here anymore. Damn it. Personally, 240 run pistol indoors. The L10 6A1. I think that's the pistol I have. Ah, fucking bitch. I think that's the pistol I have on. That you have to single fire. Yeah, I think I might go back to my baby. But not this baby. This baby. Why do you have nothing on you again? Who made you naked? Tell me. Explain yourself. I don't know that I want it. I like it wooden. I like the wood. I don't like the tracer rounds. Yeah, why would you ever want fucking tracer rounds? Just like, hey, here I am. Follow my rounds back to where I'm hiding. Dumb. What's he playing tonight? He's playing Overwatch, right? That's what he's playing. What's your name and really? We're just gonna stand in the fucking doorway like this, Herbert? Oh, now I can't get back up. There we go. Yeah, what's your name in the Discord? Tigre. I know that's the Spanish version, but I don't know how to say the Gaelic one. Oh, it's lyric. Okay. What's that mean? Is it like actually like a lyric? Lyric. That's how I'm assuming it's said. Shoot you in the backpack, bitch. Are you actually dead? I fucking knew you weren't. I fucking knew you weren't. Sneaky little possum ass bitch. Everyone cover me. I'm going to destroy the thing. Don't do that. Why would you? Why would you? You actual fucking... Who does that? What a cunt.
Don't group together.
What do you
Split
do?
up.
Threw a grenade at me while I was exploding the thing.
Really?
Yes. And people do that to me every fucking time I go to explode that thing. Like, I guess maybe it's a tactic, but like, I don't know. Maybe if you see somebody exploding it, don't throw explosive things at them. Just a thought. Just a fucking thought. Maybe I wouldn't like to die. Maybe I want my KD to be higher, you know? I say as I die. From honestly a bullshit call, because I was not close enough for that to have murdered me, but whatever.
Securing Charlie.
Shit! Hold on! Hold on!
Let's see. Does it keep playing while I'm doing this? Yeah. You can still... Can you hear it still? Or no? I feel like you can't because I can't. Ba 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 ba. L. L, you say. Oh, it's literally the same fucking thing. Cool. I like that you like me. I appreciate that a lot. Can I... Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. it's
Of
sent it.
course.
Alright, I sent you a friend request. Tiger.
Did you invite him to my server?
We're not friends yet. Well, it's contrived, but Alaric is an old English-Irish name, and there was a king named Alaric in Ireland that went mad and killed a bunch of his own people, hence Mad King. Tiger is Irish for tiger, yeah. So it's like, basically you named it after like the Mad King tiger. Mad King tiger. Which now makes me kind of regret making you the leader of the tigers. Boom. And then I will just boom. Go to these and boom, boom, there. Wait, no. There. There's your tiger. All right. And I don't know how to do it, but since you're my muse of the day, I'm going to make you my MVP. And I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to try to figure it out for you.
Okay, that
You
for
know?
you if you want.
I might have Volkov do it for me because I don't know how. And I made him my mod.
Give me a moment. I'll open it up.
I'm just a baby. Did you just really hurt yourself, bro, throwing that Molotov cocktail?
Is he dead?
I have 36 followers now. I'm really coming up in the world, guys. I'm so happy. Where?
I need him to say something in chat real quick.
My stream will develop into storm and chaos if I ever go anywhere. I thought you had more. I don't. I'm a baby. I'm the babiest of all the babies, Tiger. I am at 465? You're way bigger than me. Wait. Oh, you're at 46. Okay. That's a significantly different fucking number, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're closer to getting fucking, what's the affiliate than me, but, you know. Fat finger. Last night was for sure my best stream I've ever had. And the funny thing is, it was the best stream I've ever had until I started playing with fucking Nico. Like, people would probably see that and be like, oh, of course it's the best stream you ever had because you were playing with Nico. And it's like, no. The second I started playing with him, my viewers started dropping. I was like, I'm not using him for views. I already had, like, the most views I've had, like, ever streaming consistently.
We are capturing Alpha!
God damn it. Really? Every fucking shot? Oh, there's no hole here. I can never play when I stream, but that's fine. Yeah, dude, me too. That's why I suck. It's just, you know, I get, what's the performance anxiety? Totally. That's what it is. It's definitely not like I'm like this all the time.
All right. So now you have to make them the VIP now.
How do I do that?
Nice one. We got Alpha.
Do I click on his name?
VIP and then yeah, yes.
Wait, I do what?
Click on his name. You should have the ability to.
Uh-huh. Oh, and maybe my I don't see his name. Now I've died trying to do this. I'll get better at it, I promise. Like, I'm going through the stream. Oh, there it is. Click on his name. And now, user actions?
Enemies on Alpha!
Yep.
All I got is blocker, report, timeout, ban, mod, view info, mention. Shit, now I lost
But
my...
you don't have.
Maybe I can't do it because I'm not affiliate.
Oh yeah, that's.
Well, listen here, Tiger. Just know in my heart and soul, you're the VIP today.
I was trying to do it, and like maybe they made it so only channel owners can do it. I don't know.
Hey, they're taking Alpha!
If you want, you can come play with us. Here, let me do the thing where like I invite you to the thing that we're in. Because I remember how to do that. For sure, I remember how to do that. I remember how to do it. There we
Invite
go.
to server.
Yeah, I got it. I'm what the Zoomers call old. And by that I mean I'm a millennial. Yo. Oh my god, they're just running across the road like that. I saw a guy go this way. I'm gonna go this way too. Oh my god, they're all her. What? I swear to god, the proximity. You're 40. Okay, fair. The proximity of these fucking grenades murdering me, huge. Like, too huge, in fact. I feel like they did not kill me from this far away last time I played this. And yet when I throw one, it's like 1 foot. Right? I've been getting killed by like 20-foot radiuses, dude. And like sometimes I'm not even on the same fucking floor. Like in this area, I'm pretty sure there was like one got thrown up on this balcony and I was on the fucking street and got murdered. Like the fuck?
Securing Charlie.
Yeah. Oh my god, you scared me, Bulldog. Really? Is that the life we're living now? You gonna join us, Lyric? Or Tiger? I like calling you
Alaric?
Tiger more. Yeah, because I feel like...
Alaric, A-L-E-R-I-C.
Yeah, Lyric. L-A-E-R-Y-C. It's the same thing as in the Twitch.
Everything is fine. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Damn it. Come back here. I want to murder you. There you are. Oh. Can't see. Hurry the fuck up. You didn't reload? You actual bitch. Oh my god. Because now they've seen me.
Hey, take
Okay, you got that. Alright, I'm gonna clear the bottom. Oh, there's someone coming from the bottom. There's a space on my Steam name. Oh. Come join us in the dumpling land.
Showtime.
Fuck is this called?
Is
God damn it,
everyone
why can't I
hurt?
think of what it's
Stay on
called?
the ground.
You know, the thing that we're talking through?
I'm uninjured.
Discord.
Discord chat.
Yeah. Discord. That I invited you to. I invited you to the Discord chat so you can come talk with us. Ba-ba-da-ba. And then you can just send us your code in the chat. Because that would be the easiest. Wow, that was the slowest I've ever gotten into a fucking window. What the fuck was that?
Help!
Why'd you say help and then proceed to not need help?
Because I was reloading, but then he turned around and ran away before.
Oh,
I,
nice.
Oh! Okay, god damn.
I avenged you, don't worry. He's dead.
He was so fast. Like, I turned the corner and then it was
I know.
like, boom.
Sometimes, like, it's
They're,
like
like,
they're
halfway.
aimbotted. Like, they're
Yeah.
bots, but they're like aimbot bots.
Yeah, they get in hacks. Good night.
The fuck? How is that guy still alive?
How come I can't get enemies like that? Like, come on.
Well, I'm
Hey,
here.
tiger.
What? Oh.
Oh. Hey,
Just a munch.
Munchie.
Wow. Can't even recognize my voice.
Wow.
Munchy, munchy.
Listen, you said a word, and I saw that Tiger had joined, so.
I said, oh, hi. Excuse me. That's like 1.5 words.
My God, no more Christmas presents for you. Oh my God, I could show Volkov your Christmas gift, and he'd be like, "Dude, that's so fucking perfect."
What is it?
The Christmas gift, that's not the YouTubes, right?
No, it's no. The U2s is your birthday gift. You already knew what that one was.
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna make it your Christmas gift because that wouldn't make sense. Here, let's
Yeah,
back
that's
out so we
so-
can get Tiger in, and
That's-
possibly
that's-
Bonk.
One second. I'm not ready yet. I'm just logging into something prematurely before I forget to do it. But once I'm
Hey,
done with
Tiger,
that,
can you say something for me real quick?
Bonk, bonk.
bonk bonk.
Okay,
Hey, that's
again.
me.
I'll be right back.
Repeat that.
Bonk.
Thank you. I needed to turn you up just so I could find you.
Oh, aren't you the guy from yesterday's stream?
Yep.
Cool.
Well, I was on the stream yesterday.
Yeah, you were in chat, right?
Yep, and then I was playing with Nico.
Nice.
Do you want to send me your Steam friend code
Already-
so I can add you?
Already did. It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right. We'll get on Sandstorm now.
I'm back.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm here.
Now I'm scared because I'm scared of what you would perceive as perfect for me.
I'll show Volkov and he'll tell me if he thinks it's perfect.
You send it to me.
A giant
Yeah,
pink
and-
unicorn.
Is it a giant pink unicorn? I would
Tiger,
like that.
why'd you do that, man?
See, this is why I have the cool on because actually you're the only one that gives me Christmas gifts in general.
I told him it's so easy because I see things. I'm like, ooh, I want that. And I was like, I bet he wants it too. And so I order us both it.
You know what I want? You know what I want? I want like 100 pack of ramen right now.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it perfect?
Oh, that is perfect. I love that so much.
So what I'm hearing is that you ordered 2 giant pink unicorns for me and you.
Right, exactly.
Are we gonna joust?
I might. Depends on. Maybe I
It
won't.
depends
No,
on
no,
whether
no,
or
no,
not
no.
we joust.
No, I was gonna say I might give you my Unis Honest flag because I have nowhere to put it, and you have a big
Oh, that's
ass.
That was, I remember that. That was awesome.
The Unis Honest flag.
Yeah, no, the Unis Honest. I don't have any of the merch, but that
Oh,
was
Oh, I
see,
have a shirt.
Yeah, I got him the shirt. The
But I don't
like
think
the
it fits
long
anymore.
sleeve one.
Because I'm like 6 feet
And
tall now.
luckily, for me, I had bought one and it never showed up. And then, so I sent in a thing and I was like, hey, it never showed up, blah, 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 blah. Can you send me another one? And then they sent another one and the first one showed up and I just like didn't tell them, obviously, because why would I? And so I got 2 of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I gave it to my son. He loved it.
It was just way too big on him, wasn't it?
Way too fucking big, but I think now it's getting to the right size.
All right, Bonk, are you gonna join or no?
It just, I think it's still, yeah, it's still loading, but I'll join one of these days. One of these years.
Someday.
Someday.
Someday, like when
And
I'll turn
then
in my project.
I
Someday.
got a bunch of shirts myself. I got the camp one, I got the camper one, and the camp staff one, and I got my son the little camper one, so that we can walk around together. And he has the camper shirt, and I have the staff shirt on.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then
Oh, okay, I'm in.
I got the Goddess Honest one, where it's like it was like a really weird looking fucking picture of them on the back, like all Indian-y, and it has like the symbols all the way down the arms and stuff,
Right.
with the hand and the eye symbols and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That was like the coolest.
Oh,
Unis
and I got
Honest intro.
the half black, half white shirt too. I think that's all the Unis Honest shirts I had. I went
Yeah,
out. I balled out on that one.
Yeah, I
I've been
don't have a
thinking
lot
about
of.
To be
just
fair,
buying love merch. No.
I have a child, so the government was giving me like a lot of money during 2020. So
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, another night one. Come on.
and I was an essential employee, so I still had like my regular ass paycheck coming in. So I was like, extra money and Unis Honest is like a once in a lifetime thing. Let's
Essential?
do it.
Hold on, what? Wait, I thought you like printed on paper plates. What is that essential?
Bitch.
No, that's what you told me.
No, we don't print. It's called printing plates. They're not paper plates. That's how you print like big like boxes. We would print boxes. It was
I don't know if it was you.
we'd make printing plates for boxes. So like you have these plates that you make and you run them on a roll and then you just like throw the boxes through and like every box that you see that has words on it has to do that.
I don't know if it was you or my very own grandmother who fooled me. But I remember one of you said that it was specifically paper plates, and I thought it was stupid.
Probably her, but she might have just said that like, there's like paper plate boxes because we did do paper plate boxes.
That makes more sense.
I'm an observer. Let's go.
I'm
Man,
a
Snake Eyes is the
M1
only
grad.
bitch still alive. Can you die, please, sir?
We need another commander. Who wants to be commander?
Not it.
Commander. What do commanders do? Do they have like
They
anything?
call in
for-
the they call in the fire support.
Call them the fire support. That sounds like a lot of fun. Are you? I'm the commander now, guys. Do you trust me?
Are you?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, cool. So you have to tell me where you are, and I'm gonna follow you around like a little dog.
All right.
You got a
I'm
new
cute
puppy.
like that.
Bark, bark.
Woof woof.
It makes sense because you're a wolf.
A woof?
You're a wolf.
Oh, I heard a woof.
Listen.
I'm like, you're a woof. I'm like, excuse me.
Are you
Sometimes
five? A
I
wolf?
do say wolf, but I
Oh my
understand
god,
that
I
it
mentioned
is
around. There's
wolf.
like 3 of them there.
It's just overpronouncing the L is just so much work, you know?
The wolf. No, I've never mispronounced it.
It's like saying
When I
the
was
T
a-
in Christmas. You don't do that. You just say Christmas. You don't say Christmas.
Excuse me. Okay.
You do not
I'm not
say the
gonna-
T in it.
I do.
Okay.
Bonk,
Yeah,
you
no, you
have to
don't.
agree with me
You
right
don't.
now. Okay, I was
I
gonna
know,
say.
because there's a very specific
Yes,
reason.
I know
that
there's very. We can't
you're
say it because we're on
streaming.
stream. But you and
I
I,
know.
But yeah.
I know the reason.
you and
know
I
the
both
reason.
know. I had a teacher do that once, and I was like, "Bitch, that's not how you say it."
I almost fought my second grade teacher over that, man.
Summit? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
I guess we're
we're
going Gap.
to go Gap. I like
I
Gap.
don't think I've ever played Summit, but I know that Summit was like a fucking awesome map on Black Ops. I love that map. So I was like, maybe it translates.
Which one's Summit?
The winter one with the thingy.
No, I'm talking about in Black Ops.
Yeah, it's the winter
Yeah, that's
one
what
with the
I'm
thingy.
Oh.
Yeah.
The winter one with the thing.
Yeah,
See, I
with
don't know how to
the
describe
ski
it. I can
things.
see it in my head.
It's a
Yeah,
winter
exactly.
map, and it has the ski, like, what do you call it? Like the carts.
Ski resort.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know stuff, but I can think of stuff. It's like
Are you
that
in Modern
meme.
Warfare 2?
Dude, I used to be.
Not.
I haven't gotten Modern Warfare 2 yet, but I used to be
2 is
so
the
good
best
at
Call of
Black
Duty game.
Ops. And then
did?
I went back and played Black Ops recently, and I realized why I was so good at it. Because that game, hella slow compared to games nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
way slower. And I was like, dude, I used to fucking slay. I'd have my AK-47 all the time. I got that bitch up to gold. I played that game so much. And
When
yeah.
I was like little, I think
Now
we
no
played
one
Modern
believes
Warfare
me.
2 together, and you just had me play that one gun that was literally aimbot.
You played an aimbot?
Sounds right.
No, there was a gun, and like, if you aim down your sights, it would just auto aim for you, and like that was crazy.
There was a smart gun. I don't know which Black Ops it was, but yeah.
I think it was Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 had the smart gun that shoot through walls.
Yeah, that's the one I used, and I thought I was so good. That was.
Alright, where's my commander?
I'm spawning in. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Alright, I'm in. I'm at spawn.
I'm gonna go
You're at
camp out
spawn?
right here.
Yep.
Come with me.
Okay, where
Oh,
are you?
where are you going?
Where
Right
are
in
you?
front of you.
I don't see you. Oh, there you are. It wasn't showing up names. They only show names when they're really like close range.
Mine don't show names in the close range.
Well, no, mine only show names when they're close range. And then when they're like more than like a foot away from you.
Yeah, but it tells you what they're running
Yeah,
with the
that's true.
symbols from far away. Yeah, no one's on me.
Did you just call that in?
No, that wasn't me. Oh, that scared me.
I don't think that's ours. We didn't get like I didn't have a thing in the corner.
No, that's not ours. We have the commander right here.
Yeah, I'm commander, unfortunately.
Finally, we have people who can actually do stuff.
Have you guys ever played Command and Conquer?
No.
Long time ago, Red Alert.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tiger probably has, but he's also old. Dude, I used to play the shit out of that game when I was little, dude.
Yeah, Red Alert. I used to play the absolute
Yeah.
crap out of. I was never good at it.
One is old.
Oh, I was
Okay.
so good at it.
One of these is a really good game, the other one's a really bad game, but for some reason I always get Command and Conquer and Take Down Red Saber confused.
Oh.
I did Command and
down Red
Conquer
Saber
in
was
Age of
terrible.
Empires.
Oh, damn.
You just walked in front of that dude.
Yeah, no, my mouse like completely died. My mouse like stopped moving for a second. I was scared.
Yeah, I was really good at it, and I remember like I used to play like the really old one that was very pixelated for a hot minute.
Oh. That's the original.
Yeah,
You were
I played the
playing-
original and I played 2. Ah! Somebody saved me.
Command
I'm
and
out of
Conquer
bullets.
censored.
Yeah, I played the original and then I played Red Alert 2, and I think Red Alert was Command and Conquer 2 or something like that. I don't
No, it
know.
was Command and Conquer Red Alert, and then Command and Conquer kept going.
Yeah.
So Command and Conquer 2 was actually something else.
Oh,
but
okay.
Then three was Kane, and 4 was some other one. Yeah, I played RTSs a lot. My friends destroyed me in them, so I basically learned not to play RTSs.
And then
Right.
I also really loved Dungeon Siege. You ever play that?
That's a good game.
Yeah, it was so fucking good.
1 and 2 I actually had were pretty good.
Yes. Yes, they came out with a
But-
third one on
Two.
Xbox and it sucked. But 2,
Three sucks. Yeah.
2 I played so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get it for my son. I wonder if you can still get it.
Command and Conquer?
No,
Oh,
Dungeon
yes, you can.
Siege.
Good old games.
Dungeon Siege. Okay, that
So
one.
good.
I don't know if you can still get that one though.
Sure,
old
it's
games.
somewhere. Good old
Oh, yeah.
games?
GOG.
Okay.
Yep.
I've literally never seen that fucking paint on the wall. Big ass purple devil.
I'm about to paint some terrorist brains on the wall.
Graffiti.
Same.
I'm about to do my best to do that.
Right. I'm gonna try really hard.
And I might get like one
So
or
wait,
two, but I'm gonna get brains.
Aren't we the
because
terrorists?
Yeah, we are the terrorists.
I hate America.
How are you alive? I'm gonna close that. Close it.
I hate America. I was raised British.
Well,
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, the story for Modern Warfare 2 is amazing. I love it.
The new
is
one?
it not the same story?
Yeah.
No, it's not the
Oh,
same
it's
story.
like a different timeline.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, which I'm glad about because a character I
Modern
like.
Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 1 technically is kind of the same, kind of not. Because you remember 1 is where you meet Gaz as a police officer in London.
Mhm.
The original Gaz is a US guy. And so they changed him over, they changed a bunch of other people as well.
Oh man.
The reboot happened with Modern Warfare in the 2019
Do we still get no Russian? Was that too spicy?
What?
Do we still get no Russian, or like did they decide that we're not doing that again?
I don't know.
Haven't gotten that far.
So I beat it. It's,
Oh, but it might happen in Modern Warfare 3.
well, yeah, like, the game, okay, let me put it this way. I can't ruin the story. So there is Russian in, the Russians are part of the storyline in 2. But they're not as heavy as you think.
As they were in like in the original two.
Yeah, but it definitely sets it up for 3.
Okay. I'll tell you, because I know that a character from Modern Warfare 2 that I really like lives, and that's like everyone's favorite character. But
Who?
Ghost.
Ghost was in it.
Yeah, I know that, but one of my friends confirmed whether or not he lives or dies, but I don't know if I want to like spoil that, whether or not he lives or dies. I just did.
Don't spoil it on my stream.
But yeah, one of my favorite characters is back. I always like Ghost. He's cool.
Like,
There's
I
a
wouldn't
lot of
give a
people that
shit,
die
but
on the
stream might.
single player.
um,
I'm pretty sure Roach is gone though. Roach is in
Modern
too.
Warfare 2 was the first one I really got into, like the original one.
The originals?
Yeah.
The originals were great. The only problem I had with the originals is they kept killing people. Like, left and right. They were killing this character or that character.
I know, and they were always the best characters.
I know they
Yeah.
try to hurt you. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, like Ghost.
Yeah.
I loved Ghost in the original Modern Warfare. He's
They-
so
they took
cool.
Or
him
what
out
was the one
fast.
that Sandman dies in? I was so heartbroken, dude.
Sandman?
Was that Ghost?
No. Sandman is. I just played through all of them because I play on my stream. I wanted to do the road to Modern Warfare 2.
One's up there. I'm smoking.
We're watching you, Tiger.
Sandman
Make us
is
proud.
Sandman's in 3. Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, okay.
original.
I've been
Man,
playing with my
I
keyboard
only
messed
know-
up again the entire time.
I only know that
messed up
Soap
again?
dies in 3.
Yeah.
Damn, Discord hates you. Maybe start using Discord on your phone instead.
I don't have a way to turn the audio off of
Oh man.
I think some other people died in
You
3
can't
too.
plug your
Yeah,
headset
so-
into it.
And Modern
Nope.
Warfare
More,
2.
more than that, I think even just more
Makarov.
than
it. I spawned in and got killed.
that.
Yeah,
But
this
no one
is how
actually liked
Makarov
Makarov.
is.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
man.
spawned in and died. I can't do anything.
I don't think anyone cried when Makarov died.
No, I don't. Just like nobody died or cried when Zakayev died.
You need to get into C.
Roach was not fair though. He did not need to die.
You didn't
Roach?
make me see.
Roach, I don't think is in 2.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's in 2 either, but he did not need to die in the original. Like, he already got shot in the legs, man. He was being carried around by ghosts.
C. Someone needs to get on C.
See? I'm dead.
Go, go, go. There's only 2 people alive. Snake Eyes.
Oh no, what is this dude
That
doing?
Fungible. Dying, apparently. Just Snake Eyes now.
Well, hope he lives up to his G.I. Joe name. I used to have this big old compendium of G.I. Joe comics. I got it from a garage sale.
Really?
Yeah.
G.I. Joe was a shit back in the day.
Pretty good. I liked it.
I think my dad liked it when he was little.
I remember I had this old I never had any G.I. Joe toys, but I had a G.I. Joe gun. So it's like awkwardly sized G.I. Joe gun that like you couldn't play with as a toy, but I couldn't give it to any of my toy soldiers because they were way too small for it. But my dad showed me this magic trick when I was little, and he had a G.I. Joe gun, and he just put it behind, or a G.I. Joe magazine. He just put it behind his back and thought it was a real magazine, and I thought it was just an ammo generator.
Only that were the case.
I'm gonna actually leave and call my girlfriend and join back a little bit later, okay?
Alright, sounds good.
Bye, guys.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Don't be stupid, man. Give up.
I have 5 viewers.
Well, I have
Yes.
0 viewers.
I
So I'm not
love them.
streaming.
I love them all. Thank you, viewers. You are appreciated, and I want you to know that. Why aren't you streaming, Bonk?
Pretty cool. I don't feel like it.
Shh, you're not grinding, bro. You're not doing the grind.
Dude, I was on the grind. I've been on the grind.
I mean, you're
I ran into
so
some
close.
illness. Yeah, but I got sick on Friday, and I really don't want to add stress to myself right now. So I'm gonna
Listen.
wait.
You know what I can do for you? You know what I can do for you? I can.
Also, Tuesday is such an awkward day to stream.
I can.
Basically,
Follow
with my
you.
hours,
That-
I work IT during the day, so I
Mhm.
work at 10:30 Central Standard to 7:15 at night. So my streaming is very different.
You know, I get it. I work 8 to 5, and then I come home. I edit some of my videos, and then I. No, don't do that.
I need to a video
Then
with
I stream from like usually around 7, but today I was
I
trying
got
to help
7
Volcom with his
days.
PC.
or
So
So
like
like
just
5
9
days.
9ish.
I got 5 days to edit my my new Spooky Month video because Spooky Month's almost over.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna be a Project Zomboid video because zombie is spooky.
I don't understand why I can't
Zomboid
just.
is hard.
Project Zomboid is hard, but I have like almost 100 hours in it.
Gotcha. So you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I might have broken 100 hours actually today. I
I
think
don't
I'm either,
understand
like
why I
93 or
can't
100.
just see like my followers' names. Isn't that a thing that you should be able to do?
I'm not great at it, but like I can survive like a week. I'm not good at it though. But
I think the longest I've ever survived was a week, and that was my luck.
the longest I survived was 8 days, and it was because I found this place and like I just kept breaking down doors that led to like these giant ammo caches. So even if I shot it off a gun, it wouldn't matter how big the horde was because I had enough ammo to handle it. Yeah, and the chopper came by and I survived that. But I got scratched and like I got scratched once and it turned me. I started a new playthrough like yesterday though. It's okay. I've got some decent loot.
Might want to watch behind you guys.
I'll watch behind.
I just capped 2 people coming in behind us.
Oh man, it's probably smoke time or gas mask time. Oh yep, definitely good time to watch behind us. I have not used my commander powers at all because I don't know when's a good time to call in a strike.
You want to call a strike essentially when
You're fucking kidding, dude.
your gut's in knots because you know something's coming.
They're all on A. Yeah.
Man, I shot the dude's arm off with like a normal rifle. That's crazy.
You know what? I'm gonna try and start learning how to be a gunner or a rifleman.
I don't want to be a commander anymore. Too much responsibility. Gunner time. Boing, boing, boing. Yes, this is my
Damn
favorite.
it.
This is my favorite. one.
M4 is so many points.
And then I like using an ACOG that comes with the, like, what's that one ACOG? Yeah, this 4-1.
21 kills. I did things. I was doing some work, boys.
41
Not at
kills?
nighttime. Not at nighttime.
Oh.
Summit. Let's try Summit. I
No,
want
no,
to
no,
try
no.
it. Let's do it.
Summit.
Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's kind of brutal.
Oh. I guess I
Well,
clicked
we
the nighttime
ended the
summit,
last
so I'm
match we
glad
had.
that.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't work out for me.
Because I forgot it was, snow. Anyway.
We're gonna have to defile a jacket. Oh, great. That's gonna be fun. I just want to make the biggest iron possible. Like that'd be fun. Just having like a giant revolver.
No. Although, one of the people we play with on Nico's server does use a revolver in this game with a sniper scope. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because those are always the most fun to use. They're great for like they're great for playing against AI because the AI can't believe for getting killed with.
Hey.
Not even good for AI, it's good for players. Like, players don't see it coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom.
Because like a normal sniper rifle has a lot of sway to it.
Yeah.
The revolver, it's tiny. It doesn't. So it's super mobile.
I want to be a gunner like I was last time, or like I tried to be
Why
last
is it
time.
not joining the game? Come on.
Oh, I
join.
followed you, so I'm lucky number 47. Dun, dun, dun.
For 47, Agent 47, don't kill me.
I'm his Agent 47.
Oh man.
That's right.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Ah! You know, that just sounds like the like. For some reason, I was like, well, now the idea just completely left my brain. Now I can't remember what it was.
ADHD do be hitting you pretty hard, huh?
Yeah, genetics, and then like, I swear to God, like it'll be hinted at. Like my dad will hint at it, and then just not bring it up again. I'll be like, what? Wait, what?
Our family doesn't admit it. Like, no one in our family will admit that we have fucking ADHD. It's
I know,
stupid.
but like my dad will bring it up and then just like not mention it. 'Cause, like, no, that's important. Why didn't you tell me this?
Hey, listen, if we got through life without having to medicate for it, so can you.
Come back! I need to know. That's the ancient family secret. Oh my God! I just witnessed one of our guys get like launched into the stratosphere. I'm gonna go the same direction he
Oh
did.
shit, one of our... Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my
I'm so sorry.
God! I almost shot you for that.
No, I almost killed
Oh, I
Tiger
did
or
shoot
Snake
you for-
Eyes. I
Wait.
shot the fuck out of Snake Eyes.
You survived 4 LMG shots.
I know, I'm a fucking beast, as they say.
Built different, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Built different.
Do you think you can handle cybernetics?
Probably.
Yeah, you take 4 LMG shots without. Oh,
I mean,
man.
I feel like I don't even need them at this point, right?
I'm just
Capping.
saying is that like I would jump at that opportunity to get like those like sword arms that you can get in Cyberpunk Mantis blades.
Dude, I just need better
No.
eyes.
Yeah, they have those.
Oh my fucking God, they're all coming in. There's a whole fucking squad. There it is. You hear all that shooting? That be them.
Honestly, for cybernetics, I played Shadowrun and Cyberpunk, the pen and paper. So there are way better things.
I want a monowire though,
The eyes are nice. Monowire, no.
because monowire those are for net runners, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, but see, here's the thing. The Netrunner, if you want a Netrunner, you want move by wire. Move by wire is a cybernetic that allows you to move smoothly and basically have perfect balance. So a backflip, you can do a backflip better than a veteran gymnast. Like,
Yeah.
inhumanly good.
Just because you have
There's
cybernetics.
Yeah, well, because also it has like a gyroscope in it, and it keeps you 100% balanced. You always know where north is. You always know your body's orientation and can handle that really well. There's a brain mod, and I can't remember if it was one of those intelligence boosters or whatever, but there's actually a brain mod that allows you to start like auto hacking shit, because it puts like Wi-Fi and all that shit in there, so you can literally just download and hack anything. You could walk up to an ATM and hack it. There are so many ways with cybernetics to screw everything up.
I would go Cyber Psycho so fast, but I want to send Devastator and the Mono One.
Cyber Psycho is actually mostly for people who are getting really
like just getting like
mods,
yeah, like getting like Chrome that's mostly for like strength,
like legs and everything, because
like gorilla arms, stuff like that.
Yeah, because that's what's going to cause most of the body percentage to be taken up.
Yeah.
Whereas the ones that are really, really useful tend to not.
I mean, for me, I would have like probably just like 3 main cybernetics with, like I said, monowire, Sandebistan. I don't know what else. Probably not.
Yeah, see, and encountering a cyber psycho or a cyber person like that, when you have like the intelligence booster and a netrunner booster and all that, is fun because you all of a sudden make that one person fight themselves with their gorilla arms.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember it was because I want to be a netrunner, a deep dive sport. You kind of need that.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it.
Plus, like the dream, the net, what is it called?
The
brain
ice?
dances.
No,
brain
brain
dances
dances
would be so fun.
I know, I would love, because I love VR. Like, I've
Oh,
considered making my entire YouTube channel about VR. Brain dancing.
Oh, yeah. There's a game that just came out that I want to get, but I can't play it because
What is
I gotta
it?
let myself. I forgot the name of it. No, it's the VR game.
Let's
It's
try, bitch.
a 4-player co-op survival zombie game that basically allows you to take
Oh,
pretty much
survive?
anything to No, it's not survive.
You
can like craft crap and like build, like put a chair, you can put a knife and tape it on to
What? That
all
sounds
the
so
legs.
fun.
Yeah, but then there's also like special things that you can build that are specific, and it'll like once you build it to a certain point, it'll change it into a very unique model. Yeah, it's really fun. Basically, it's God, what's the game name that was on Xbox? That zombie game.
Left 4 Dead?
No,
Dead
Dead
Rising.
Rising.
That one was
Where you
really
get to
fun.
craft the weapons.
Yeah, you craft the weapons.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Yeah, and it's basically Dead Rising in VR. and
Wasn't
it's
Dead
super
Island like that
fun.
too?
No, Dead Island wasn't like that. You
No.
could make,
Kinda.
you could craft weapons, but you didn't get to make it like that. They were just kind of like the Dead
Yeah.
Island, Dead by not Dead by Daylight.
Dead
what was it
Rising.
called? Yeah, no, I'm talking about the other one
Island?
that was made by the same Dead Island devs.
Oh,
Dying Light. That's a
oh
better
Dying
example
Light.
of that as like a first
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, that one's fun. That was Dying Light 1 was a good but not great. Dying Light 2 is really fun. I keep forgetting to play that.
Yeah.
I
So there's
finished
this
neither
VR
of them,
game.
but I loved them.
It was like an internet like itch.io game called Undead Development, and I loved it even though it was super simple and it was all like ripped Unity assets because you got to build your own weapons. So
Yeah.
I could like nail a chair leg and knife to the butt of an M4 and it would work.
Yeah,
fuck,
and I
that's a
remember
truck.
I think I have that already. But
Yeah,
there's-
Undead Development.
Yep. And there's like I said, this other one that I gotta grab because that one's gonna be really fun once they get it gets going.
Shit. Medical lace?
Yet. Most playing Bone Lab. I got that one day one. I've been playing it, bro.
Yeah, me too. Bone Lab is a blast.
Yeah, I don't get why a lot of people say it's bad. It's because like, I really like sandbox games.
Oh my god, there's still someone in the fucking...
I think most of the people who
Truck.
play, like most of the people who don't like Bone Lab, were definitely expecting a long, a really long campaign.
A long story, yeah, and that's the thing. Bone Lab going to what was it called? Quest was a problem because those people were the ones that were expecting a storyline in this big game because Boneworks was really, really, really touted.
Yeah, but they didn't have a super long story, and I was expecting a long
Goddamn
story,
tiger.
but I wasn't too worried about it.
But the big thing with Boneworks is that Boneworks was a fun game, and it was a great concept, but it revolutionized the way
VR.
we look. Yeah, because
It was,
they had.
it was Half-Life again.
Well, if you know,
but-
if you played H3 VR,
Yeah, I did. Oh my god, you just got ran over, Snoop.
I did. I got murdered.
Anton
Oh my god, my leg's just sitting there.
changed his code because with gunplay, nobody knew how to do real solid gunplay because you have to
And,
rest
like-
your gun on 3 different points, and
And even H3VR didn't do that because they didn't have physics with holding the gun. They had physics with how the gun interacted with the world. But then
Yep.
Bone Lab, not even Boneworks either. But Bone Lab was the one that got the 3 points.
no,
Is this guy a
Boneworks
streamer
was-
on our,
Oh, really?
on our game?
Yeah, it was Boneworks that did that.
Oh, I didn't know Boneworks. Oh yeah, Boneworks did have to interact with the stock too.
Yep, and that was Brandon from Stress Level 0.
Yeah.
He actually lived or was raised in Stillwater, Minnesota, near where I live. And yeah, he was the one that came up with that because after that came out, like gunplay felt so much better. The mechanics were so much better.
I liked how Bone Lab added on that because they had a lot of focus on the body types and how that affected gameplay. And like, so I have this avatar and it's like a small character, and like you can't hold a shotgun right with that because you know it's like it's a long gun. You can't really hold the stock up. So it adds a lot
it's
of.
fun how they play with that height. It really
Yeah.
is fun how they do that.
I like to play as a tall avatar and just throw people around.
I like the ones I like are the tall guy, the tall guy, the big guy, and then I've got to get an avatar in so I can get it because you can customize your own avatar. If you have a VR chat avatar, it can be converted for Bone Lab.
Usually, I use the null body because they're actually the null body avatar is really easy to find in the hub.
Yeah.
I use null body and forward. Those are both able to be found in the
Oh,
hub.
it's underneath. It's right here. Okay.
Most of the reason I can't remember all the body types I was using, but tall guy is fun because you can wield a shotgun like it's a toothpick.
Yeah, and also you get the Dark Souls boss.
And then the big dude just launches people.
Yeah, like, so there's this map in the arena, and one of the reasons I got Bone Lab was for the combat, and a lot of people really didn't like it, but I love Bone Lab combat.
That's really what Bone
Really?
Lab is it's showing off what VR mechanics can be.
Yeah, so my favorite 2 levels of the game are the Street Puncher level, like that beat 'em up where you get to play as strong, and then
That was fun.
I think it was called like Home or something, the level where you go back to that medieval village you were hanged in, and with like all the avatars, that was such a fun level.
Yeah.
So I came back to
was-
that level with the John Wick avatar and Johnny Silverhand, and that was great.
Yep.
I just wish that we got an avatar that were the nobody in like the armor, or not the armor, like the villager clothes, peasant.
Oh. Well, there's a bunch of mods. Like, somebody's already working on bringing Boneworks for
Into Bone Lab.
into Bone Lab, and then someone wants to bring a bunch of like Half-Life maps over, and
Well, I already have Half-Life 2 in VR. Half-Life 2 VR is free,
yeah, I know it is.
and I've actually been recording it for YouTube, but I haven't edited it together yet.
I played Half-Life Alex not too long ago, so
Half-Life
and
Alex
I
was great.
I also played Hitman
3 VR.
Contracts.
Oh,
Which
Hitman
is a
Contract
mod.
has a VR mode.
Well,
Oh, it
there's
has a
mod
VR
for
mode?
Alex. For
Oh,
Alex.
oh, I remember that one. That was the one where you get to actually fight like normal people, right?
Yeah, and you have a pistol. You basically run around trying to go complete a mission. It's really fun. I
Yeah,
got
the only
into it
thing-
because of a streamer called G-Lid. Oh my god, he's so good at that tactical shit.
I just didn't like, and a lot of people
Oh my
complained about
fucking
not
God.
having 2-handed weapons, and I was fine with that. I hated there was no melee. One of my favorite parts of Half-Life was using a melee weapon when you're out of ammo, because it kind of like felt like you were actually like, you know, fighting Combine at all costs, like life or death.
Yeah.
So not being able to do that, like, and Half-Life 2 VR kind of does that, because of course there's a crowbar, but if you throw a chair, like if you throw anything at a head crab, it'll die instantly. So yeah,
Nice.
like, but yeah, no, it's just like that. Like using environmental weapons would have been so creative for Alex, because, you know, Freeman always has a crowbar, but Alex doesn't have a gun or like a
Bonk.
melee. Bonk. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Got
I
me
did-
a shotgun.
I had to run out of sight because I didn't want to get shot back.
Yeah, I love my M14, and
Did you at least get the guy I was trying to shoot?
no, he got me.
Oh. Because, yeah, I was trying to shoot a guy and he ran in front of me and it scared me. Is
Oh,
that other
that. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you got that guy, good.
And you guys are just sitting here nerding out about your VR shit,
I
huh?
blew his head off.
What's
Dude,
it
that's
like
why
to
you
have
gotta
a
get into
VR?
It's
You gotta
pretty
get
fun.
VR.
Well, okay, I've been using
Dude,
this.
I want to get a VR, but I also want to get a catwalk, and I don't have the money for that.
It's like old reliable. I use the original Oculus Touch, and it still works
Catwalk?
great.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about one of those VR treadmills?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
this
need
one,
one of those.
specifically the catwalk one, I like that one the most.
I don't.
Where it's like a big circle disc thing.
Because I live
Yeah,
I live in my garage, so I like barely live in my own house. So yeah, I don't need it because it's more space to play VR.
Oh, okay.
And also,
It's-
they have a 3-bedroom house and 3 children's.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's more space to play VR. It's a bigger bedroom.
And he's the oldest one, so he gets the biggest room.
And acoustics sound way better, so my guitar sounds great in this place.
Yeah. I actually thought about learning the hurdy-gurdy, but my God. Honestly, it's an amazing instrument if you get really good with it. But it would sound like a dying cat if you suck at it.
If you don't do it right, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and Snoo knows this. The past 3 generations, or past 2 generations of my family have been metal guitarists. So, now it's my turn.
Gotcha.
Nice.
To be
Good
fair-
job, stiff combo.
Metal isn't exactly my favorite genre. I like punk rock more, but
Oh, okay. Well, at least it's rock.
yeah, no, metal's like second favorite.
I was
Punk
gonna
rock,
say,
though.
you're gonna get disowned in this family, dog.
No. Like, it's actually not second. It's probably like literally tied. But also, I have a whole band name and everything. So like the second I find more than one person who plays an instrument, it's ready. It's time.
I'm gonna take your dad's band name.
No. Time sandwich. I got that from my friend made his own custom band name generator, and he got time sandwich on like the 3rd roll, and I thought it was funny. Dude, the LMG feels so good to use.
It does if you have it braced. It feels really rough
Yeah,
if you don't.
I use brace and non-brace, and I don't know, I like it. Because I'm pretty accurate with guns. I'm not the fastest aim, but like, especially in VR, I have a pretty quick aim. I have big iron aim.
Fuck.
Like
How
in
did you
VR
go on that
specifically,
side? I have people on that side.
I just died though because I got air stricken. Air stricken?
You got thunderstruck?
I've been air
You've been thunderstruck.
I like it.
I think
Why is
somebody
that
else
rock
is streaming on here because you can't see his name in game.
Can't use name in game?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Is that something that happens in Insurgency? Do they have like a streamer mode where you can't see their name?
I'm assuming so. There's a couple games that are like that.
Well, like,
Or like, was it me that was playing this game? What game was I playing? It might have. No, it wasn't this game. It was a different game. And oh, I remember what it was. It was Modern Warfare 2. I was doing the like demo thing of it, right? The beta. And everyone kept talking to me, like the guys that I was playing with were like, oh yeah, so and so did this or blah blah blah. And I was like, where are they seeing these names? And then I realized that I had it on streamer mode because I was streaming. Like, I didn't put it that way. It just detected it. And it was replacing all of their names with, like, basic, like, bot names. Ooh, that was a big-ass head explosion. Just in case their names were, like, inappropriate for stream.
Yep.
yeah, no, I'm looking at the guy. Yeah, he has no name.
If you go into streamer mode, there's even more that's going to be in the full mode where they were talking about if you're streaming, if you don't want to be identified,
Yeah.
it'll
then-
fill your name in with another name so
Yeah.
that people
Yeah, 'cause
can't
I was thinking-
snipe you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stream sniping or harassment.
Yep.
And that's what I think this guy is doing because you can't see his name at all.
Yeah.
But that's got to be set up in the game.
Yeah.
There are people that have ways of making that name blank. And generally speaking, it's just people having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people who hack who do that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things you got to be careful about. I think he was legit. I didn't
What map
see
do you want?
any weirdness going on.
Yeah,
so.
nah.
Oh, I like Outskirts. Outskirts I play Marksman on. But everyone plays
I don't know if it's like whatever he was playing as, but he also had like a little like broadcasty looking thingy in his diamond.
That's
Oh, maybe
Commander?
that was.
No.
Oh,
No,
this
is
one.
it?
That's definitely a rank because Volk had that.
Oh, okay.
So relief stress, inhale. Oh, I had a loading screen saver. It was a mental health.
I will be right back in between games.
Okay.
Ford looks like he aged like 40 years between Bone Lab or Boneworks and Bone Lab.
Yeah.
I almost said Bone Lab and Bone Heist.
Bone Heist.
So there's a modern map called Bone, or it's called Bone Day, because it's like payday in
Yep.
Yeah, and I got like something recommended me to like a payday thing. Like a payday group I'm a part of, and it reminded me of that, so I said Bone Heist.
Had to go tell my little human that it's bedtime.
Yeah, we good to go.
Bedtime.
Bedtime.
It's a dead time.
It's not dead time. It's bedtime.
That sounds like something he would say.
Bedtime.
Is that not something he would say though?
Probably.
Is it dead time? To be fair, instead of saying dead time, he'd probably just viciously attack another child.
That's true. My child do be kind of rough.
Yeah, like
To
those
be
stairs.
fair, I love you. Have a good night. To be fair, I literally named him Barrett, which is German for bear-like, because I wanted him to be aggressive. So.
I thought he was named after
Bad
the
idea.
dude from Final Fantasy. That might
I
just be
forgot
me.
that guy's name was Barrett until we were watching Jacksepticeye play it,
Jacksepticeye.
and Barrett was like,
He's
he said my name, and I was like,
Okay,
oh wow.
Jacksepticeye recently said my name in one of his videos, and that felt great.
Was he talking about Ryan Reynolds' wife?
No, he was talking about a writer. Like some book writer.
Oh.
But to be fair...
Oh, it's like
I
a
would
last
much-
name, right?
No, first name, I think. That's nowhere near enough cheese on a
That's the
pizza.
funny thing about you and Barrett both have like names that can be first or last names.
Yeah. I found out literally today when I got home from the comic shop, because I'm part of like a comic club now. I've been a part of the comic club for like a year.
Nerd.
That much. How dare. So I found out that if I was a girl, my name was gonna be Kira. Like that's a much cooler name.
Really? I don't remember that being a thing.
Yeah, I was gonna be named Kira. And you know what my name was gonna be? You know what my name was? Alexander.
Alexander? That was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that being the other thing.
Yeah. Like
That's funny because my name is Alex and that's what my name was going to be, but they decided to name it Alex instead of Alexander.
Alex is so much better than Alexander.
I think
No, it's
Alexander's a
not.
good name. I woke up at 6:40
Because
I was
what
tired.
people do is they will shorten your name, and if you're Alexander, they shorten it to Alex, which is great.
God damn it, you made me die.
If you're Alex, they shorten it to Al, and I'm sorry, I'm not a Bundy.
Oh, that's terrible. Never mind.
Shut up. Good night, baby.
Now
Love
you understand it. So yeah, people like to so if people shorten my name, I just don't respond. If they call me Alex, that's fine.
What? If
I-
people call you
my-
Al or what?
Al.
Ew.
My family members will call me Al. and I'm like, no.
Ew.
My name is unshortenable though. That's the good part.
Mine technically is, but anyone who ever tries, I'm like, don't call me
No,
that.
'cause
What?
That's
what
a-
would it
I
be?
know a guy that was
K?
named Barrett in school.
K.
People call them Bar.
Ugh.
There have been
Bear
a
would
couple
be cool,
girls
though.
who've called him Barry.
Bear would be cool though.
Bear's cool.
I think I'd be fine with Bear.
Barry, yeah, Barry's another one. They'll shorten it too. I go by my middle name sometimes, but which is really cool. It's Irish. I was named after the only Irish grandfather that we had in our family. But Yeah. Yeah, he passed away before I got to meet him by like 9 months or a year.
That sucks.
I don't know where the Irish genetics come in my family, but they're
Scottish.
somewhere.
We're Scottish.
Scottish. Wait, they come from. I thought all the Mexican came from your side, and then my mom said it was all the Scottish.
No, we have Scottish on our side.
Mexican,
Oma?
Scottish?
Oma has,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oma has gone back all the way to fucking 900 and figured out who our family and stuff was.
Detective work at like as old as time ago.
Yeah, she went to like, she sent papers into like fucking Oxford to figure it all out and stuff. But yeah, we're Scottish.
Okay. Insurgency, for some reason, just decided to not work.
Which is fitting that Barrett's name is Barrett, because that's a very common Scottish last name.
It's also the name of a really nice sniper rifle.
It is very, yeah, that's his
Not
gamer
nice to,
tag
not
on
at
everything.
all nice to your shoulders.
His gamer tag's always Barrett 50 cal.
Oh, when I say it's nice, I don't mean it's nice in any other thing that looks. Every other aspect of it is it's a mean rifle. I've fired one.
To
They
be
are
fair,
I want to fire one
mean.
so bad.
it performs nice.
I've only ever held one.
Yeah.
I've never gotten too
If you-
fired.
I've held
Yeah.
I've held a purposely enlarged.
Oh, bitch! I knew it.
I've held a purposely enlarged like 5 foot. Like is that?
That's how long they are. Yeah, they're 5 feet.
Okay, I've held like a Barrett, but it wasn't a real one because it was brought to a convention. Because there's this book writer, and there's a character he made called the 5 foot girl with a 5 foot gun, and I got to hold it, but it wasn't real. I don't know why they went.
I've held the real one. They're very heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually held a real one, and I basically I got to fire it, and I got to fire it standing up. And I'm telling you right now, there's nothing nice about taking a recoil from that thing. It's insane. But
Did you stay standing or did you just get sat back down?
no, I stayed standing. I mean, you gotta remember
Oh,
I am.
bitch!
Well, at the time I was 210 pounds. I'm 260 now, but I'm 6'4".
My playing is going downhill fast.
So
I'm getting
I mean,
tired.
I can withstand a hit, but it is a lot of force. Like,
I wanna
you
do it
don't
so bad.
expect it. That's not something you should be talking about on stream.
I have all the fucking like big gun tube dudes all live here,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, just be my friend, please. I don't even want
Yeah.
you for clout. I just want to shoot your fucking 50s so bad.
I know, like
Well, and for
I wanna
for
like
Demolition Ranch, he gets a hold of ammo that I don't know how, because there is no
very
way
rich.
you are not getting a hold of armor-piercing incendiary rounds.
it's like
It's
all,
just-
all I
Because
need-
he's friends with AK guy, and
All I
AK guy
need
has the
is to
special
burn
licenses
him.
and stuff. Yep, Brandon.
all I
right
need
there.
to all I need is like is for me to just be able to say like I have cool Uncle Brandon Herrera.
Be like, listen, Brandon Herrera. Brandon Herrera stole my whole fucking personality, dude. 100% cannot convince me otherwise. He's rich and he's using my personality and I need it back, please. He's half Mexican. He wears flip-flops everywhere and everyone always makes fun of him for it. He likes Dodge trucks, so do I. Loves AKs. I love AKs. That's why I play AK in every single fucking game I always play. And all Russian guns. I love the fucking Dragunovs too, which is why I told my dad that when he dies, it's mine.
Yeah, it is yours. You wanna know why it's yours? Because it hurt me.
See, here's the funny thing. I'm not a huge fan of all Russian guns because I know how Russian guns are developed, but I also know that AKs are popular not because they're great guns. Okay, they're most of the time very shitty, but they're reliable enough because they were made in a situation where they have to be fuel repairable with
Yeah.
basicness, and they have to last because they
They're in
can't
shit
really
conditions, yeah.
afford to keep repairing them.
Uh-huh.
The Americans went with a very, very fancy, very, very finessed weapon, and to pay it off, it does not knock you down. Okay, a 5.56 will not knock you down. That's the common complaint that people who are big in guns, and I'm not, but I talk to them, and they keep telling me 5.56 will not knock somebody down. You
Yeah.
have to hit them several times.
Yeah.
Whereas an AK-762 does.
It's like my dad told me
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Whatever the measurement of it is, like there's like a specific measuring thing for it, right? And like he said, basically 7.62 is like the perfect amount of stopping power and bullet size. Like it's
Well,
not too overly incumbent, like huge bullet. You're not gonna be like over encumbered shooting them, but like it also is gonna fuck some shit up when you hit it.
Yeah, well, but the thing is there's another one.
Exactly
out
how you
there.
like it.
There's another type that people are kind of touting and trying to get into is 6.5 Creedmoor.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that.
And basically what they're saying is the 5.56 is just too small.
Yeah.
End of story, it's too small. You need something bigger to hit and knock somebody down.
Right.
But
My ankles. Okay.
but there are other options, and some people will tell you 308, some will tell you 300
I'm
blackout.
gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow or whatever.
All right. Good night.
Take care.
Alright, see you.
His
How did I
bed's
not
me
hit
too.
you?
Me?
No, the
Oh.
guy that was behind us, I was firing at. Anyway, so, I mean, I haven't really gotten into guns. I've played around with them a little bit here and there. I was just going to the military, ended up not being able to because when I was going in, being on Ritalin was just not allowed. And I didn't have anything to do about it, so. But,
You didn't lie to yourself about not having ADHD like the rest of my family, huh?
but I didn't even take Ritalin. The problem is I didn't want to be, somebody saying, well, you have ADHD, you're supposed to be on Ritalin, and you're not taking it, and then you're with guns, and because they didn't want people medicated with a firearm. And I can't remember. There was a bunch of things shit to it, but all in all, it didn't happen. Anyway, yeah. So I wish I would have. I think I would have enjoyed it, but
Well, the way the world's going, you might get shot.
no, although the way the world's going, most people will probably just jump in the ocean anyway.
Apparently Russia's having a draft right now.
Russia's having a mental crisis. because-
Russia's gonna have a fucking problem if they keep drafting people. They're eventually gonna run out of men.
Well, have you seen what they're? I mean, Putin is hoping somehow this war benefits Russia. And maybe he's ex-KGB, so dude's smart as a whip. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Right.
But the thing is he's sending people out there with no equipment or helmets that are literally punchable
Yeah.
to collapse. And so they're not going to win. And the soldiers are already demoralized because they're taking major losses from Ukraine, who were not thought that they were going to last more than a week.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it's like you're drafting people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
how the fuck are you alive?
So most people are.
I randomly
Russia's
got.
kind of-
I'm sorry. I randomly got served a video on YouTube from some Russian YouTuber talking about how he had like gone on vacation. Fuck, this guy behind me. Gone on vacation and he came home and I guess there was like a letter or like maybe newspaper or whatever on his doorstop saying that like they're having a draft and that Russia needs men 18 to 35. And he's like, so I didn't get drafted and none of my friends got drafted. But I know some of their friends got drafted and they were older than 35. So, like, they're not just drafting 18 to 35. They're just, like, hopeful that they'll get 18 to 35. But, you know. And I'm like, you kill too many 18 to 35-year-old men and you're not going to have anyone to repopulate your nation.
Yeah, and Russia's doing, like...
And for what, you
all
know?
the facts. I don't think anybody really knows all the facts of the war unless they're like in the dead center of it. But Russia has a history of rushing into things, ironically, and coming out worse for wear.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how we beat them in the Cold War. We just outspent them, and they tried to keep up, and then all of a sudden their economy collapsed.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do that again. I mean, Russia's gonna pretty soon. It's not gonna win the war because all Russians are gonna leave to Ukraine and then fight Russia.
Yeah.
'Cause at
Especially
least
with the
they've got
draft
food and-
coming, like the draft's gonna make people for sure try to run away. You know, draft dodge and shit.
Oh, they're already our stories.
Yeah.
But,
Itchy, I'm itchy everywhere now.
stupid cell phone.
Yeah, I know. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I was playing frickin' Modern Warfare earlier, and these heavy armored guys. I swear to God, he was wearing Nokia phone armor. I could not kill him.
Good shot.
Yeah, and the guy who I suspected a streamer is the guy who's also talking a lot.
AK's a fun gun.
That does sound like he might be a streamer.
Uh-huh.
God damn it.
Doesn't sound like anyone I know, though. Though, to be fair, I don't know a
Well-
whole lot of streamers.
Yeah, I don't know a lot either, but
Nico's like
I
the
don't-
first streamer I've ever actually like watched on Twitch reoccurringly. Mostly
I've
like Twitch,
heard,
I'd
but-
always just like watch my friends play for me. I'd be like, I don't feel like playing video games tonight. I'd be like sad or whatever. I'd be like, can you just like stream for me so I can watch you play? And I'm like, okay. But yeah, for me it's just I have a job and I'm just not super satisfied with it, and I've always liked. I wanted to be a rock star since I was like 2. That was my goal in life when I was little. I was like, I'm gonna be a rock star. I'm gonna be a rock star. I always liked entertaining and doing stuff like that and being creative and shit. And I'm just like not getting that fucking outlet at work. Like I thought the job that I was gonna have was gonna be more creative than it is, and it's just not. And I
Yeah,
could be a
that's
graphic
funny
designer
because-
again, but it doesn't pay a lot, and that's the problem.
it can, but you have to be well known.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in IT, and IT generically pays pretty well, but I basically started this because, first of all, I'm not shy, obviously, I talk to people, but
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable in large crowds, like, at all.
Mhm.
I have ADHD, I have the most common side effect from ADHD is depression, which I have, and I have a couple other things that, as a kid, I used to be very outgoing, and I used to talk to people, and I remember not even thinking about it, but I got anxiety in my teens and early years.
Damn.
Can't really, you know, do a lot. So I'm
gave it
just
hell,
more
man.
for the
You gave it hell,
trying
man.
to push myself.
Go ahead. I was just
I
telling
was-
the
I
guy
was-
he did good.
Yeah, I was just saying, I just do it to push myself a little bit,
Yeah.
to be outside of my comfort zone, and because there's a few issues otherwise that I wouldn't do. So
Yeah, for me, I do CAD drafting, so it's decent money. I have a
Oh.
degree in like computer science, computer information systems, whatever.
if you
But-
can get CAD, if you really want to get a job with money, learn how to do a CNC machine. CAD isn't that that far off, and honestly, CNC machinists can make good money.
My uncle's trying to get me into like Revit, which is like the 3D modeling version of CAD,
Gotcha.
and he's making fucking good money doing it. And it's just like I really wanted to do something like more creative with it. Like I would love to take that skill and like make shit with your 3D printer or whatever, right? Like that's my jam. But like having to follow building codes and like make everything like to spec, and it takes the soul out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So doing stuff like this is really fun because I can be creative. I can do like I really want to do that fucking animal team thing and like eventually get to where I can put on like a championship thing and like who's the better animal or whatever, you know, like that kind of thing. And of course I will not be playing in it because it would be unfair, as I am the best video game player there is. I will just commentate. I wouldn't want to give anyone an unfair advantage of me being on their team. Yeah, and I like doing it. Like I was like, you know what? I'm playing video games every night, anyways. Why not see if I can make it a career? Because that would be fucking awesome. And then I'd be able to like.
Are you gonna be a variety streamer, or are you gonna be a genre streamer?
Probably more variety. I don't know. I'm gonna definitely lean on gaming more, right? But I feel like that's what like, a lot of people do, right? They always do gaming and then they go into like React or whatever. But
well, what I'm saying is, variety streamers are people who play all sorts of games. So there are
oh
people
yeah,
out
no,
there,
that yeah, for sure.
like there are people out there that play GTA 5 like non-stop.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah.
Like, yeah, and like Coil, but Coil is now branching out because
I think there's only so much you can do in one game.
Well, they've been like a lot of those guys have been playing GTA 5 in that RP for literally 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
And GTA is gonna have a half-life, so once it dies, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
They have to move on to GTA 6. Well, GTA 6 is gonna take time before they can get modded that way, and who knows? It may not be moddable.
Yeah.
Rockstar has a history of being a bitch like that.
I don't care.
No, I'm definitely like I already do like a variety of games, and I've tried some things out. Like I started off playing Skyrim together, but I just felt like it wasn't a good streaming game. Like I explained it because it's my friend who wanted to play it with me, and I was like, fine, we can give it a shot. But I feel like it's more of a good YouTube video, where you can edit out the walk time, you know, like the time you're walking from place to place or whatever, because that shit's boring to watch in stream, right? Like you don't want to see that shit. You want to see like the action and the fun stuff. So I was like, I don't know. I feel like this is more like a YouTube video game than it is a streaming game. And same thing. He wanted to do Grounded, and he loves Grounded. And I was like, I just feel like Grounded is again a YouTube video. It's
no,
not
actually,
a stream.
Grounded is very much a streaming game.
That's what he says too. For me, it was boring to play, and so I feel like because I was bored playing it, I wasn't producing good content on it. You know what I mean?
Okay, and to be honest with you, okay, you said hit the key note for me. You want to be creative with it. Me, in my age, like I could just kind of be a sheltered person and not really expand out, but I decided to do streaming and try it. I tried to expand my creativity, and I like stories. I'm not sure if I'll get anything published, but I'll try. And see, I'm trying to do different things and try to expand out, and that's good. That's
yeah.
Human growth and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But what I find is that you have to be engaged with what you're doing. And there's even a thing with a story. If you're writing a story and you feel bored writing it, then the person that's going to read it is going to be bored too.
That's the same thing when I'm doing like my edits and videos. I'm like, am I bored watching my own video? Someone else can be bored too. Like they're not going to want to watch this shit.
So understand that Grounded is a streaming video. You're very right. I think Skyrim together is definitely... It's an RPG, which is a slower pace. Definitely YouTube style. I told them
if nothing else, like both of those games would be streamable if we had more than just him and I.
No, I think
if we had like an actual group of people and we're all bouncing off each other, and like if there wasn't any silence, there wasn't any dead air, then it would be better. But with just the two of us, like there was a lot of dead air, and it just wasn't registering for the stream kind of thing.
No, because I think with Skyrim, it's not only a RPG, which like there are RPGs out there like Mass Effect and stuff like that that are streamable, even though you are gear grinding most of the time.
Yeah.
But with a game like Skyrim, it is designed to be all about lore, story, and these little bits along the path that you have to watch, and
which you can't talk over and shit, like.
Yeah. And it's very immersive. It's very immersive. It's
Mhm.
very lore heavy, and those type of games are most what I would call a character RPG, which would be you'd want to have a YouTube video and play a character and really pull out that whole
Yeah.
environment thing. That I agree with.
Yeah.
But
Ouch.
a lot of a lot of games I think are definitely stream games.
Yeah.
But you have to be engaged in them. You have
Right.
to be entertained. If you're not, your content's not gonna be good. So
Exactly.
it's not just about the game. It's about how you feel.
Exactly. And so like I've started playing this, and this has given me the most success. And it's funny because it's basically what Nico had said. He was like, play something like Insurgency Sandstorm or Ground Branch where there's not a bunch of people streaming it, but there's a good enough amount of people watching it that they'll be looking for it. Which I'm not really super good. Like that's the thing, is I'm not great at fucking first-person shooter games. But like, you know, I don't ever claim I am. Like I'll say it jokingly, but you know, and I interact with my chatters whenever I do have some, and like, you know, and that's why I want to do like the whole team thing and like build that community, because I think that's very important too, is you want to build people, like a community that people want to come back to. You want to come back and you want to talk to that person who you were talking to in chat yesterday or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you're not just there for the streamer, you're there for all the rest of the friends you have in chat.
Yeah, and I don't want to name drop on stream, but there's a person I'm watching now, following, who is amazing with, he really wants to push people to get to 50. He actually does a stream every couple of weeks and focuses on, you know, certain other small streamers that are at 50 or close to.
Yeah.
And essentially, you know, that's really what it is to be a good streamer. But find your own niche and work with that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm still doing myself.
Yeah.
Engaging with people is incredibly important.
Yeah.
Because you want them to have entertainment as well, and if they're entertained, they'll stick around.
That's what I've been hearing a lot. Like, YouTube, I guess, knows that I'm starting out, and so it keeps giving me these fucking videos about, like, how to get your stream going, or, like, what the top 5 streamers say that, like, how they got their first 10 viewers, or whatever. And that's, like, their thing, is, like, all of them said, like, engage with your viewers, and find your niche, and create your community. Like, don't just have viewers and be like, hey, what's up? You know, create a bond with your people, because that's what they're here for. That's what sets you aside from fucking Netflix, right? Netflix doesn't talk to you. You don't have a bond with Netflix. You're just like, ah, that's kind of cool, or whatever, you know? Like, in a way, it's kind of shitty, because it's like parasocial, what is it? The parasocial relationship or whatever. But I mean, that's kind of what, especially like nowadays when people feel like they're loneliest and shit, that's kind of what people fucking need. Like, you just gotta know how to like set your boundaries of like, okay, but like also know that like we aren't actually like best friends, and like, you know, you may know stuff about me, but I don't know anything about you, kind of thing, you know? Fucking bitch! I'm so sorry.
You want to have an openness to it, but and to your point, when you said that you're not the best gamer, you don't always want to be.
Yeah.
There are your Dr. Disrespects out there who expect themselves to be so damn good they never lose, and those Chad players who have to be first, they love that.
Yeah.
But typically, people aren't that way. They know they suck. They're just like you. They look at a game and they go, oh, I'm good at this. I'm good at this, and they go in and they die and they get mad. It goes, yeah, okay, maybe I'm not that great. And but they eventually come to the conclusion that they're not the best player, and they want to be. But watching people who are the best doesn't help them, because they're doing shit that they don't understand.
Yeah.
So watching other people learn helps them learn, and you might be learning a point that somebody else needs to know, or they might be learning something you need to know. And that type of interchange can help.
I didn't do that, but okay. Take credit for it, sure. Yeah, but oh my god, I just fell through a hole. Am I gonna live? I guess so. Oh, fuck. That was a clusterfuck. But I killed somebody. Thank fucking God. It had been a minute. It had been a minute since I murdered somebody. But yeah, I do like, I think you've seen me do like Ready or Not. And I've also been playing Outlast at night sometimes. And it's very scary and it's hard to get through. It stresses me the fuck out. Like, I start getting like sick feelings because I get too scared. But it's fun. Those are just shorter streams. Nice. You're fucking dropping bodies left and right.
Sometimes.
Volkov, the guy that was playing with us earlier, he was my first rando streamer, like viewer. Who just like everyone else, like I'd had a few people that had come, like friends or like people from the Discord or whatever, and he was the first person who just like randomly found my stream, and he saw me struggling on Ready or Not as a two-man team, and he was like, hey, I have Ready or Not and I'm pretty good at it. You want me to help you guys, and I can help and play with you guys. And I was like, are you like cool and not gonna say terrible things on my stream? And luckily he did not make me regret it. I was so terrified. I was like, this is gonna be my lesson. Like, this is the time that I learned the hard way. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about too much about that, like what people say, because it's only really extreme things that Twitch is gonna go after you for.
Yeah, and I've heard like even like people who've said like the N-word or whatever, like they only care if you don't like condemn it and you're just like, oh, it's whatever, you know, like if you're not like, okay,
Yeah,
kick them or whatever, and you do whatever it takes to get them out of there, you know, like.
Yeah, in general, yeah. And that's I hope I never get into that situation, but yeah, there are.
I've had it happen once, and it was like right when I started streaming, and it was when I was playing Modern Warfare 2, and we had loaded into some game, and somebody, I guess, was like sitting right in front of their fan or whatever. Like, it was so loud, and I was trying to figure out how to mute them. So I was asking my friend, I was like, hey, how do you mute him? And I was like, which guy is it? Like, is it this guy? And I said his name out or whatever, which of course I couldn't see their fucking names because I was in streamer mode. And the guy's like, my name's Robert, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, Robert, blah, 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 blah. It sounds like you're inside of a fucking helicopter right now. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, you're really fucking loud. And he was like, man, fuck you, N-word, you know. And I was like, okay, we're getting out of here right now. It's like, we're going to back out of this game.
And that's the thing is, it's always the people you make a non-threatening, comment to that comes back with some incredibly vulgar word.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, unnecessary. I'm just saying that your mic is really loud. Can you fucking do something about it?
Yeah. And like, no, they don't care about fuck or shit or piss or even cunt, but yeah, that one is a problem.
Yup. I was like, telling my friends, I was like, well, at least it's not like ever in my vocabulary. Ooh, you ran out of ammo. Whereas like people like Pokemon and they like accidentally said it, like PewDiePie and shit, and they're like, oh, I never say that. It's I didn't mean to, like blah blah blah. Oh, he was alive. He was tricking you. He was playing possum.
He was so dead.
Oh my god. I thought he was fucking playing possum too. I was like, dude, they always do this shit to me. They're like, I didn't mean to say it, and I was like, I will never get caught saying that because it's like not even in my vocabulary. Like I don't say that. You know what I mean?
Say that.
Like
don't
ever.
Say that because here's the thing. There's some weird psychology where people who are not racist will say that like those words because of psychological tricks when people are saying other shit around them.
Yeah, like they get mad and then it's like that's like the ultimate insult. I'll say that. Like.
And not only that, it's also like the red button theory.
Right.
If you put a red button in somebody and say, do not push this and leave the room, the majority of people are going to push it.
Yeah.
Because you try to put it out of your mind so hard that you're actually putting it in your mind trying to not. So, like, shit like that, people who are literally, like, trying to not say it will end up saying it.
Right. And I'm just like, I've literally never said that in my regular life, so I don't have to worry about it.
I'm gonna tell you a story. When I was in kindergarten, or no, first grade, I didn't know what the word meant.
Right.
But some kids dared me to say it to a black girl on the bus.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What an
after that
asshole.
point- Oh, I was. And then they explained what that word meant to me.
Right.
And I was like, okay, whatever. And then when I was in like 6th or 8th grade, when we were doing really like in-depth studies, I shared that story, and I'm like, now I get it. I understand why people were so freaked out and what that word really is. And
Right.
like that, I had a moment where it kind of crystallized it.
And
Yeah,
then you
you
realized
said
how
it,
much of an
dipshit.
asshole that kid was to make you say it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I kind of feel like, I feel bad for saying it, even though I didn't know. And
Yeah.
it's like, it doesn't excuse it, but I've just made sure that I never say it again.
Yeah. I remember my first grade experience was a girl asking me how to spell helicopter, and I was like H-E-L-L, and she's like, I'm telling on you, you spelled the bad word, and I was like, I'm spelling helicopter. That's not how you spell helicopter, but I was in first grade, and that's how hell is spelled that way, so I figured that's how you spelled it in helicopter. But yeah, kids are fucking assholes, dude.
I love when people think hell is a bad word.
I know.
It makes me laugh so hard.
My kid says H-E double hockey sticks.
That was an old one that I used to use.
Yep, and so like he'll be talking about, he plays Doom Eternal a lot, and he'll be like the what is it called, the Hell Knight, the H-E double hockey sticks night, mom, and I'm like, it's okay, you can say it when it's like his name, and he's like, oh, I can say H-E double hockey sticks. He's like, yes, parent, you can. He's like, the Hell Knight, and I was like, it's okay,
Yeah.
I'm not setting you up.
Just wait. One day he's gonna come in and go, Hell Knight, Hell Knight, Hell Knight, Hell Knight, Hell Knight.
That was me. My parents were like, you can. My dad like had this thing where he didn't want to censor art, right? And so he was like, we never censor art if they're singing a song and there's a cuss word in the lyrics, they're allowed to sing it. And so my mama told me like, yeah, if it's in a song, you can cuss. And I was like, okay, shit. And she was like, not like that. Like you said.
Diarrhea. When you're sliding into furs and you feel something.
When you're climbing
That's
up a
old.
ladder and you hear a little splatter, diarrhea.
I think everybody as a kid used that song at one point in time.
No, I think it's just we're old.
Well, maybe. Oh, you're right. I'm sure nowadays kids are singing some techno song.
Fucking some Fortnite song or some shit.
Fortnite. Thank you, Fortnite, for taking kids away from other games that we like to play.
I'm 28, but I've heard my mom sing that song before. That's how I know it. I didn't really hear it as a
Old?
child. I get told I'm old all the fucking time, dude. By all the kids I play with and shit all the time. My nephew and
You need to
shit.
play with people that are older than, because 28 is like 28 to 35. I think is really your prime. Technically, me being 40 is middle age.
Right.
You know, 40, 45 is middle age.
Yeah. Yeah. My streaming buddy, who I was streaming with, like started off streaming with, is 16. And then my nephew that you were talking to earlier is 14.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm like around a bunch of like fucking children, literal children. And they're always like, you're
And
so
that's hard. You do definitely need to find a crowd that's older to stretch your intellectual,
Yeah.
capacity a little bit more. But that'll happen. I mean, that happens more than that.
Hell, even like my last boyfriend was like 5 years younger than me.
You robbing the cradle.
I
huh?
was
Is that
robbing.
your
I was
name?
robbing that cradle. It runs in the
Yeah.
family. My stepmom's 10 years younger, or 10 years older than me. They're like 12 years apart.
I can't say anything because my first girlfriend, I was 21, she was 33.
I've heard it's a thing a lot nowadays. Apparently though the pool of women in this age group is not going great, apparently.
Well, no, as a guy, I can tell you this right now because it's the reason why I stopped dating. It's the reason why I don't go after the dating pool is because there's no benefit to it. Anything a guy does, we can be held fully responsible but get no benefit. So we get punished for basically dating.
Right.
The only possible reward we get is as long as that relationship works. If it doesn't,
I'm out of ammo.
we're done. Like,
Yeah.
we lose a lot of what we worked for.
Well, like, when I hear a lot of is like, oh, there's no appreciation for men. And I'm always like, I appreciate dudes. Dude, I can't kill bugs, okay? Listen, I can do a lot of manly things, all right? I'm a single mom. I can hold down the fort. I can make the money. I can do a lot of manly things, but goddamn, the crunch of a bug makes me want to puke, dude. I cannot. I can't do it. And so I'm like, always like, listen, this is like number one. Like, we're not gonna work out if you can't kill bugs for me. That's it. Like, I need you to kill bugs. And I had a dude actually recently who was like, trying to hit on me and like, oh my god, you're alive, you bitch! I killed him this time though. He didn't get me. And he was like talking to me, and I knew it wasn't gonna work the second I had sent him a picture of me and my dad's AR-15, and he goes, oh, you like guns and hunting, huh? And I was like, you don't, I'm assuming? And he's like, it's okay. It's just like, you know, I kind of get scared about like even going to the movie theaters because I'm worried about like getting shot or something. And I was like, yeah, me too. I wish I could take my gun with me to the movie theaters. And that's the difference. And so I texted my friend. I was like, this is not going to work. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work. And I was streaming one night and he had messaged me, and I didn't want to be an asshole and like ignore him, but I was busy, you know. So he had said, oh, I was like, your eyes aren't that dark. Like, my eyes are darker than yours. And he's like, my eyes are as black as my soul, or some emo shit like that, right? And so I jokingly just said, okay, emo boy. And that's it. And when I got done streaming, I looked at my phone, and there was this message, and this guy, I literally thought he was joking at first when I started reading the message. Because I was like, for sure, like, this is not serious. And he was like, who do you think you are? Calling me an emo boy. And I was like, oh, for sure he's saying, like, who do you think you are calling me an emo boy? Nope. He was very pissed off at me. And he was like, I can't believe you fucking called me that. I pay my own bills. And blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I didn't say that you didn't pay your own bills. Like, why are you mad right now? And he's like, you know what? You're so fucking judgy. I could call you a dumb redneck who likes my Second Amendment and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, seriously, do you not understand what's going on in the world? Like, people are getting shot all the fucking time. And I was like, yeah, that's why I like the guns on my side, bro. Like, I don't understand why you're so mad at me right now. And so I told my friend, I was like, I told you it wasn't gonna work. I told you the second I found out that he was uncomfortable around guns, it wouldn't work, because I like the traditional male who is like masculine and like shoots guns and likes outdoorsy shit. Like, that's my dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hate the outdoors. But at the same time, most of that is because I've trauma with my brother. He used to like fishing so much. Like, I can't fish. I could probably go hunting. I was going to with my cousin, never got the chance. And I'm in a state where hunting is almost required.
Like South Dakota or some shit?
Minnesota.
Same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Flat and good hunting area up north.
My dad lived in South Dakota for a hot minute. He hunted all the time.
I lived in North Carolina for a hot minute. And here's the thing. Here's where I'm kind of like, kind of liberal, kind of on the whole libertarian. Like, I don't mind people having handguns and crap. It's when people start amassing 300, 400, you know, way overpowered rifles that they don't need. Personal defense, handgun does just fine. It's more mobile, probably easier to shoot than most people at close range.
Close range, yes. But for me personally, I feel like this is, and my dad told me this too, it's common for most people. You're going to be better aiming wise with a rifle because it's a fucking rifle. It has a longer barrel. It has rifling, so it's literally more accurate. And so like I have an AK and I have a 9mm, and going to the range with them, I'm hitting way more way more shots, way more shots with my rifle than I do my pistol, like every time, because it's just, that's how it is, you know. And my dad was like, when I was
using your whole body to aim.
yeah, and he's like with he was in the military, and he was like, yeah, in the military they would tell you you should never be using your secondary unless you're having to fight your way back to the rifle you should have never fucking put down in the first place. Like, and so that's my thing. And for me personally, like, I'm a woman. I live, you know, I'm just a lone woman with a child. Like, I need every advantage I can get in a situation where people are coming in here, because, you know, as much as other women don't like to fucking admit it, we are weaker than men. Like, I can go work out and get as strong as I can as a woman, but I'm still probably 9 times out of 10 going to be overpowered by a woman, and by a man. And I'm a big bitch, and I've always been like, oh, I can take a dude. And then my brother was like, yeah, you think? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I'm tall. I'm like, I have big shoulders. Like, I can fucking take a dude. And my brother was like, all right, well, let's wrestle. Let's find out. And no, I can't. And every single guy who's ever done that, like, nope. Like, every time I get fucked up, like, I get pinned, and I'm like, shit. Like, I just have no upper body strength. Now, if I get my legs on you, you're fucked. Like, but I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a UFC match. But so I'm like, you know,
because I mean, you don't want to go ground and pound unless you absolutely have
yeah.
to, but if it does come down to that,
Yeah.
and actually, there's a couple UFC moves that I kind of just naturally like to go to, wrapping your legs around their weight, not their waist, but their abdomen.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
And then holding their neck underneath your arm, like a full melt, like a, what do they call it, an underhook, I guess.
Okay, like a chokehold kind of thing, right?
Yeah, but their chin is on your
shoulder.
On your shoulder blade.
Yeah.
And so then you squeeze your legs and ratchet your body as straight as you can, and you basically hook their spine up.
Oh yeah, like you pulling on their spine, yeah.
Yeah, and I've done it with my friends wrestling once in a while, and it's because they do it to me, and it takes the breath out of you fast. But what I'm saying is, with wrestling, with being guys and girls, I'm gonna say if you got as buff as you could, you'd probably be stronger than a lot of the guys.
Fine, fair, because the size I am, probably.
But at the same time, well, no, because simply put, most guys don't work out like that anymore.
And now,
like,
yeah, totally.
The guys that do work out, okay, yeah,
aren't gonna be fucking you up, usually. Like,
yeah,
they're too busy being in the gym working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I want to get into fighting so bad. Like, I've always been like that hot-headed. Like, and I took my son to go because I wanted to get him in jiu-jitsu, and we were watching the practice, and I was like, I want to do this so bad, but like, what time and what money? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I did not Muay Thai. I did I did karate, but it's not karate. It's Taekwondo, which is, I would call, like, the kindergarten of martial arts.
Really? I would have thought kindergarten. I would have thought karate was the kindergarten of martial arts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Karate is.
I thought you were saying Taekwondo was.
Well, karate, the Taekwondo I did is, I mean, it's basically the same thing. Taekwondo is a step up, maybe first grade, second grade, but it still isn't going to hold a candle to somebody who's done Krav Maga,
right.
Muay Thai. I wanted to get into Muay Thai because I'm 6'4". I've got a long torso, but I've got a lot of power in my legs.
Right.
And striking would have been a great way for me to learn something. But not gonna lie, if you actually learn Muay Thai, straight up real Muay Thai, you spend the first probably 2 years of your workout banging your shins against hard surfaces to break the bone and reform the calluses.
That sounds fucking terrible, dude.
It is. It's painful as hell. And I had a friend that did it, and I wanted to get into it. And then I thought about Krav Maga, and Krav Maga works. Like, Krav Maga is like being 18 and jumping into a Megadeth pit and being with a bunch of bikers who are just slamming themselves around. You will get the shit kicked out of you.
No.
And I mean, every good fighter has to lose a lot of fights because you can't win until you lose a few and learn how to really fight. But if you really want to learn how to fight, right? I mean, lose those fights as many times as you can so you get good enough.
And personally, for me, like, I'm definitely way more libertarian, even than you. Because I'm like, look, if you're not fucking with people, I don't give a shit. Like, have whatever fucking gun, like demo ranch, right? Like, have whatever fucking gun you want. Don't fucking kill people. But also, like, because I also subscribe to the whole, like, government's not exactly doing great things for us, and they're kind of threatening us left and right, and everyone's just, like, cool with it. They don't care that the government's openly threatening us and taking away rights and stuff, and I'm just like, someday there's gonna be a snapping point, and I don't want to be the one person who's not fucking armed, because no matter what side you're on, like, people are gonna riot, people are gonna fucking lose their shit when shit hits the fan. I would like to be able, especially where I'm positioned, right? Because I'm close to the border. Like, so even if they did ban shit, like, shit's still gonna be coming across this border. It's getting worse here too. It's getting kind of a little bit low-key scary, like the Amber Alerts, and like I heard a story the other day of like this guy. He was a cartel dude who cut up a 6-year-old girl with the axe in front of her parents, so that they wouldn't forget about him. Like they would never forget him, just for funsies. And I'm like, that's not okay. I don't want that.
And to be fair, like I said, like what I believe is my problem is with guns, and this is like I don't have a problem with guns in themselves. I have a problem with colossal.
No.
Don't believe me? There are people who run out in the woods and play PMC.
Oh my God, I couldn't hear you. There are people that run out into the woods and what?
Play PMC wrestling. So they try to pretend to be their own private military.
Oh yes, I know
go
what you're
shoot,
talking about.
And those nut jobs.
Yeah.
Those nut jobs are fully friggin' armed with like military.
And but here's also the crazy thing too, is the government knows about those dudes and they do nothing. Like they know when there's somebody who's crazy, who has a gun, who should probably get that gun taken away, and they don't do anything about it. Instead, they go after like the normal people who are like, hey, I kind of want a silencer for this gun for just in caseies, and they're like, why? What are you doing with that gun? I'm like, go talk to the dude who's like actually planning an insurrection or something. Like, go talk to them.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. You can't. You can't because look, people actually tried to have an insurrection on January 6th.
Yeah.
And you want to go to every one of those people and say you guys can't have guns anymore? That's amazing. At least one of those guys is going to crawl walls and start shooting.
Yeah.
They can't risk that. Like, the problem is that I was on Twitter one day. I was literally on Twitter and I was saying that they need to have checks. Well, Twitter is way liberal, but the
too
basis
fucking
is,
liberal. I can't handle it.
It is. And that's why I don't like to associate either liberal or Republican right now at all. Because one side is too gun crazy. The other side's like, you touch them and they go, oh my God, you assaulted me. And it's like, really?
Fuck, you don't even have to touch them. All you do is say something mean to them, and they're like, "Why is that?"
Yeah, you tell them their idea is stupid, and they file for assault. And
yeah.
It's like, no, if I assaulted you, you would know. Trust me.
Trust me. They're both crazy, which is why I like to sit my little ass in the middle, because like I'm like, I do believe in women's rights, even though I'm a self-proclaimed sexist. Because I'm like, hey man, I was raised in the old-fashioned way, you know? My parents were like, hey, you need to learn how to cook. Someday you're gonna have a husband, you're gonna have to cook for him, you know? And then here I am, husbandless. I was lied to. And I was like, but if there's ever a man who wants to, like, you know, wife me up and he goes to work and I stay home, I'm down with that. I feel like we went a little bit to the wrong way. We pushed a little too hard on these women's rights, and they fooled us. And now the men want to stay home, and we go to work, and I'm not down with that. Work sucks, bro. Why were you guys fighting for this?
Let's see, that's my argument. Okay, and I'm gonna bring this to a more gamer-centric topic. People talk about controller and keyboard, okay?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, when you go to Call of Duty, people will talk about controller, and they will list off every single advantage the keyboard has.
Right.
And they will have a monster list. And they will go, you have all of these advantages. And all we have is auto-aim to try and it's not enough. And I'm like, you're telling me we have a list of a ton of advantages, and yet the only thing you have is auto-aim, but somehow the top players that are in Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2019, are controller players?
Right.
And you think that auto-aim isn't somehow compensating for every single one of those advantages?
Right.
The top players are all using controller. So it's like...
Yeah, and I mean, it's just, I feel like it's the same way at this point with women. Like, we're not oppressed. We're not... Our husbands aren't telling us what we can and cannot do. Like, no one's telling us what we can and cannot do. I've seen women literally get mad because a man offered to pump the gas for her. Like, they were on a date, and he was like, "Hey, don't worry about it. I'll get out and I'll get the gas." And it's like,
well, and
I'm like, "Why are you mad about that? It's hot as shit out there. If he wants to go out there and pump my gas for me, fucking do it. Cool, awesome, thank you." Like,
that's why I like all the what's her face on YouTube, because
the chick with the tattoos.
Yes.
Yes, I like her
Roma,
too.
Yeah, because again, it's one of those things that if you're a guy and having lived as a guy and getting to the point where I can't win, if you do something nice, you're either considered a villain because you're making it look like they're weak,
or you're just trying to get in their pants.
Or you're not polite enough and you're not doing enough. Like, you can't win at any situation.
I feel like we're starting to get men to where women were in the 60s or the 50s, 40s, whatever. Where it's like, men should be seen, not heard, you know, kind of thing. Like,
well, kind of. I mean that, but then again, if you look at all the way we grew up, girls played with Barbies and men played with GI Joes, and that's just the way how it was.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem necessarily with little boys playing with Barbies now and little girls playing with GI Joes. I think that's progressive and it's great because be who you are. But if you're trying to redefine like the reality of things because you don't feel happy about something,
yeah, that's not okay with me.
And like I said, like I don't tolerate, I can't be on either side. But now that said, I have friends who are on the LGBTQ, and they're great people. I have no problem with them at all.
Yep.
I
have an uncle that's gay, and I'm like, it's whatever. Like, you know, he's full of shit. He's one of my favorite uncles.
Honest to God, I think because I had a manager that was gay, and to be honest, they seem to be the nicest people because they don't go around wondering if they need to step on glass like everybody else seems to.
Yeah, and also like the thing that I always really, really appreciated about like my uncle and other gay people that are like him is he's not throwing it in your face. He's not like, hey, treat me special, I'm gay, or, you know, whatever. Like, I'm gay, you know, you should be like praising me or making a spectacle out of me. Like, no. And for me, like, I get the whole gay pride thing and like the parade and everything, but there's some pictures that I'm just like, who thought this was okay? Like, there's a picture of a little girl, like maybe 3, walking up to men, scantily clad, dressed up as fucking dogs in leather, and she's like petting them like they're dogs. And like, this is like a sex thing. Like, this is what gets these guys off, is dressing up like dogs or horses or whatever, and you're gonna let your 2-year-old go touch them? Like,
And see, to me, that's not a pride thing, though. That's a parent thing. Like,
yeah. Well, and so that's the thing. I was like, why not have? Because I mean, still, it's like in the middle of the streets. Like, what if you're just fucking walking your kid down to go get some ice cream or something, and that shit's happening? Why would that not be like a nighttime parade, like Mardi Gras is, where people are flashing their tits and shit? Like, everyone knows, don't let your kids out at night during Mardi Gras. Just like on TV, like, you know, the more adult-centric shit was always at night when kids were not outside to see it. Whereas now it's like praise. Take your kids to the drag shows, you know, expose them to this. And I'm like, no, stop sexualizing children. Stop bringing sex stuff to children. Like, let them be kids.
I would have to say exactly that. But you cannot shy away from it either.
No.
Like, I would say, if it, like, to your example, if it's happening while you're on a, you know, a jaunt to get ice cream, you keep going. You keep going to get ice cream, and if the kid asks anything, you just tell them that's something that they like, and it's something you'll learn about later in life. It's not something you need to concern yourself with now, but there are people who will do weird stuff, and you will not understand it. It's something that you will learn about later, and it's something that you don't want to worry about right now.
Yeah. But there's like such a huge push for like telling kids this and telling kids that. I'm like, just let them be kids, dude. When I was a kid, I didn't think about sex. Literally ever. Even when I had crushes on boys, I was like, I want to hold his hand. I want to marry him. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't like, ooh, I can't wait to bang him. Can't wait to get one in. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, it wasn't ever about sex. I didn't think about the private places. I was just like, I want to hold his hand. You know, like innocent stuff. Like,
yeah,
you know.
but also with the way that society was when we were growing up, when I was growing up, was women were taught that being in a relationship should be like a fairy tale. It should be soft and sweet and gentle. And guys, when they hit 10, I mean, I shouldn't say that. When I was growing up, when you hit 16, we started seeing the push to get a body count. And it was pretty much phased to me that way. You get start getting your body count in, and I just wasn't down for it. Like, that said, if I had probably had the opportunities that I should have, if I hadn't been so shy or depressed, I probably would have been.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what they're doing with women now too. Like, I feel like girls are starting. I feel like it's weird because I feel like society flopped. From talking to like the teenage dudes that I talk to now, like, they're not as obsessed with like, I want to bang this chick and I want to bang that chick. But the girls are. Like, the girls are more promiscuous, and the boys are like, I just want to find a girl who wants to settle down. Like, and I can't find one because they're all out banging other girls. I was like, that's funny, because when I was growing up, it was, I can't find a fucking dude who wants to settle down because they're off gallivanting around and banging chicks, and, you know.
But at the same time, I mean, if you remember, well, we need to really remember, but the 70s, the free love movement, all that, that's literally what that was women being given the permission to be promiscuous. And that's okay. What I think society is doing right now is it's overreaction.
Yes.
Like,
oh my God, I've said this so many times. It's a pendulum.
Everything. Not even just that, because normally I would say, yes, you're right. It's a pendulum, swings back and forth. But it's almost like the pendulum has stopped moving and all of a sudden swollen to 4 times its size, because everything is doing. It's not just one aspect of things or not one side of things. It's everything.
Everyone's overreacting to everything.
Yeah.
And I try so hard to push the whole middleman situation. I'm like, just be a libertarian. Like, give it a try. Just give it a try. Everyone always like applauds Teddy Roosevelt, like, oh, he was such a great fucking president. Well, guess what? He was. He was a libertarian. Let's just try the middleman for once. Like, let's stop going from one extreme to the other extreme. Like, let's just try something new.
Libertarian's not Libertarian's not middle. It's Republican, but
What? Republican is not middle.
no, I'm saying Libertarian is basically Republican in viewpoints. It's conservative.
Not really. Their whole thing is that they're like the middle. Like, so like basically, you don't care. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care what you do in your room. Like, that's not my business. That's whatever.
Yeah,
But it's also
more
like,
mild of
you know,
it's
I don't
most
care. I don't care if you smoke pot. That doesn't fucking bother anybody. I don't know why it's fucking illegal. As long as you're not driving, obviously it should be like alcohol. Don't smoke pot and drive. Don't drink and drive. You know, it's like I don't care. Basically, what I call the Libertarian Party is you do you, boo. That's the you do you, boo party. As long as you're not hurting anybody, who gives a shit what you do? Like, if that's what makes
But-
you happy, fine. You know,
and
that's
this
the
is
kind of
what-
thing.
This is what, but this is the whole point. Libertarian is about your liberties.
Yes.
It is a conservative aspect. Now, that said, there has been a huge movement for a long time to push the center over towards Republican views. This is why a lot of people think Libertarian is the center. Libertarian is the most center Republican gets, and I'm not even sure what the most center liberal Democrats get. But that said, I'm sure it'd be a combination of Libertarian and whatever the Democrat side is.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it has to be you do whatever you want as long as you're not harming other people.
Exactly. And the government needs to stay the fuck out. Like, that's the main thing
problem
about
is-
libertarians. Like, big
problem
government,
is-
little government
No,
only kind of thing.
Actually, Libertarian, it's not all the government has to stay out. The government has to do what they're supposed to do. When we need our roads fixed, they need to fix the roads. When we
Well,
need our emergency,
Like,
services
for
work, we
for
need-
instance, the whole situation that went down in Colorado, right? Where the
one?
bakery, where the gay couple tried to hire
Oh.
a baker to make their wedding cake, and the baker was like, "Look, I'm Catholic. This goes against my religious beliefs. I cannot make your cake." But there's a bakery down the road who can. Go to them. And they sued him for that. And absolutely 100% they should not be able to sue him for that. Or they
No,
should be
they
able to. They should not win. Because he should be able to deny, you know, it's just like telling a Muslim person, you have to make me sausage. I don't care if you don't want to make me sausage. I told you to make me sausage. I don't care if it's against your religion. Do it anyways. Touch pork. It's not okay.
To be honest, that's the problem. The violation there is private businesses have the right to refuse business for any service for any reason.
But they saw it as a discrimination thing, and like, it's not a discrimination thing, it's his religion, and that's literally why we built this country, was a freedom of religion.
Well, no, it definitely falls under discrimination. It definitely does. But at the same point, here's where the problems come into point with the government. Where does my right to practice my religion cross,
Right. And that's like one of the
the
main
rights of
libertarian
somebody else.
sayings is your rights end where mine begin and my rights end where yours begin. And that's the gray area that like the government shouldn't be able to say like, yeah, now you owe him $10,000 because you upset him. You hurt his feelings. Like, go fuck yourself. I don't care if I hurt your feelings. Get over it. People are going to hurt your feelings throughout life. Like, that's life. He did it in the nicest way possible and just said, hey, I can't do it. Like, I just can't participate in this. It's against my religion. Like, done. It wasn't like he put a fucking burning cross in their yard or like, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't target them. Like,
And see, I guess this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest problem, because even with way back in the day, the lady who spilled herself.
oh my God, yes. That shit's so ridiculous.
Now every cup of coffee has to say caution hot.
Yeah.
Coffee is going to be fucking hot.
Yeah.
It's boiled. That's 212 degrees. It's going to burn you.
Yeah.
But common sense basically gave way to courts. So
I feel like a lot of it is selfishness at this point. Like, you don't stop to think about what's going on in somebody else's head or how their feelings in the matter. It's like, I don't care what your feelings are. It's my feelings that matter. Like, you know, and it's like everyone
it's not
has their
even that,
feelings kind of thing.
and they have the right to it, but it's phrasing. See, what you said, the Colorado guy said, is that I'm Catholic. I can't do this because it's against my religion, which technically the reason why the other person won is because it's not. The anti-gay movement is not Christian. It did not. It came about in the 1940s by a Baptist or I can't remember, another preacher specifically. The actual phrase, the actual original Hebrew translation about a man shall not lay with man, it's actually translated as man shall not lay with child, which is anti-pedophilia, which I'm okay with.
I've never heard that. I've always heard that like it shouldn't. I heard that it was man should not lay with man in the bed that he laid with a woman or some shit like that. Like I've heard lots of different translations about it, so I don't know what to believe. But I know like all the Catholics I've ever met, they all are like, yeah, to a point where like some of them kind of piss me off personally, because whenever they were talking about letting gay people adopt children, and they're like, we shouldn't let this happen, like they're gonna, you know, fuck up the kids and blah 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 blah. And I was like, let me remind you that every single gay person that is alive today was raised by a straight couple. Like, up until this point, like every gay person was raised by a straight couple. So like
Not everybody.
So like your whole theory about like they're gonna make them gay and they're gonna make them blah blah blah. I mean, how do you think they got that way if they were raised by a mom and dad like you were? Like, it just is. It's who they are. Like,
100%.
I mean,
No,
fuck. Look at my uncle, my dad, and both my uncles were raised by my grandpa, who was like a mountain man from South Dakota. They went camping and hunting and fishing and did like all the like stereotypically masculine things. And my uncle still does that shit, and he's gay. Like, it's not about that. Like, it's not what it's about. It's just, you know, your preference.
Part of it is, and here's part of it. When you look at the world, if you go travel, and I haven't, except for I've gone to Mexico, I think once.
I've unfortunately not been able to travel either.
I know a couple friends who've gone to Germany, France, like that, and, Ireland and such. But what you'll find out on TV in Germany, you can see boobs anywhere.
Yeah.
All the TV, German, like Europeans don't care about sex. It's a natural thing that should happen and should develop. As long as it's portrayed healthy on TV, it's fine. Whereas guns and violence or alcohol,
shit, I'm out of bullets.
They are very, very, very like they're like we are with pornography.
Yeah.
Our movies will show people blowing their heads off and trucks blowing up and people going everywhere. That will be seen on a European television because it just simply is too gory and too and it clearly has shaped the way people think in America because we have all these issues around sex. It doesn't happen in Europe. Like, it just doesn't. They're like, okay, it's sex. But they have strict gun laws.
Yeah. And
this is where things get really hard to dictate what things right and what things wrong.
Fuck, what were you doing, dude?
America is in a position where we have had guns around us so long. We've been in a culture of guns. Trying to remove them is going to
be impossible. It's basically impossible at this point. Not people aren't going to tell the truth, and even then, we border fucking Mexico. Like, that shit's going to be snuck across. If you, like, look at the fucking war on drugs. They're hella illegal, too. Yeah. They're everywhere.
I'd like to thank the war on drugs, and I'd like to thank drugs for winning the war on drugs.
Right? Like... Like, they literally said, no more drugs, drugs are illegal for fucking ever ago, and they're everywhere. Like, you could literally go find any 16-year-old in any fucking schools fucking selling pot. Like, 100%. Yep.
Well, and you, most likely in most schools, you can find someone who's got
ketamine and shit, too.
Ketamine and really hard shit. Like, you're talking, like, cartel shit.
Yeah. Especially down here where the cartels, it's easy to get to. So I'm like, I get why people want regulations on guns, but I'm also like, at this point, it's
I'm
too far
torn.
gone, and like that's why when people are like, "Aren't you scared of like going to the movies?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm scared because they won't let me take my gun, and I can't be the good guy with the gun if shit were to go down." Like that's what I'm scared about. You know what I mean? Like,
Here's what I was talking about. Here's what I was talking about earlier with Twitter. I was talking to a guy on Twitter because he said there needs to be regulation. Because even he was Republican and he admitted it needed to be regulated.
mhm.
But I'm like, okay, so you believe that people need to be checked for mental health and have this mental health check every year so that they don't have guns in the wrong people's hands? And he goes, no, because then I could be considered mentally unstable and then I would lose my guns.
Right.
So all of a
Oh,
sudden
absolutely.
now,
That's a whole thing.
it's
Yeah,
it's
and
not about it's not about mental health and who shouldn't have and who should have guns. It's about I have guns and I'm not
Which-
giving them to you.
so here's the other thing too: is a lot of what people suggest we should do and the regulations we should have, we already have. We already have mental health
No.
regulations.
No, we
But
don't.
yes, we do. If you are diagnosed, with what is it called, borderline personality disorder, you cannot get a gun. If you tell your therapist that you've had thoughts of suicide, they can bar you from ever getting a gun. Like it's already
Correct.
in place, but people aren't gonna tell their I'm not gonna fucking tell my therapist that I've been suicidal before. Nope.
No, I already have. I've already been diagnosed.
You know,
with it.
because like I may have had thoughts of that because fucking every teenager does at this point, but I've never thought about like I'm gonna take
My
other
point
people
is-
down with me. You know what I mean? See, like I've never thought that ever. I've never wanted to hurt other people unless I had to. Like unless they were hurting someone in my family or me, like there was no other fucking option but to do it.
But
you
see,
know what I mean?
here's my point. A lot of the shootings that are happening in schools, it's not the people who own the guns. It's the kids of. the
Mhm.
kids.
And that's
It's
the other
for-
thing.
it's-
It's important
So-
for kids to learn. Like, my dad, I started shooting guns at 6. My dad started teaching me gun safety. He was like, because we always had a bunch of guns. Obviously, I'm in Texas, like
Yeah.
that sort of thing. It's like part of our culture at this point. And he told me, you do not touch my guns. If I am not here and I am not around, do not touch them. Always assume they're loaded. You know, like all the gun safety rules from birth. Fucking Nico does his cock checks, and sometimes he'll like point the gun at the camera a little bit, and it freaks me out every time because it's so ingrained in my head to like not sweep people with. I'm like, he's sweeping me. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking camera. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not there. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
so ingrained, and I think it's important. Like fuck, I had an actual school field trip where I went to go shoot guns. We went to a ranch and we shot bows and arrows, shotguns, muzzle loaders. I shot an M1 Grand. That was fucking sick. And, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, I think it's important that kids learn not only gun safety, but what do guns do to a living thing? Because I've been hunting my whole life. I've seen what a fucking bullet does to something. It is not pretty. And, like, I guess there's, like, some trial going on from a shooting that happened in 2018, because YouTube's been, like, really pushing that on me a lot lately. And they played a video that a girl took, like, it wasn't of the person dying, but it was, like, them walking out of the classroom and seeing the dead bodies and screaming and crying and stuff like that. And the guy couldn't handle it. Like, he was, like, plugging his ears and, like, he was freaked out. And I'm like, what did you think was going to happen when you shot those people? You know what I mean? Like, people need to know that, like, there's no going back. You don't get a second life like in a video game. Like, and it's bad and it's gory and it's like you're gonna blow actual holes away of somebody. You know what I mean? Like, so like shooting a watermelon is a really good example of like what that's gonna do to a human. You know, just I feel like people
again-
need to learn more about it instead of learn to be scared of it. Learn what to do. You know, if you have to. You know, like shit. Because it's seeming more and more like it's gonna be a fucking issue, you know?
See, here's the problem with that thing. The one side wants to arm everybody. That's a bad idea.
No.
Because I guarantee you, it's going to go bad, and when it goes bad, it's going to domino. Arming everybody is bad. Having no guns is bad,
bad,
because
yeah.
it's just not going to work.
Yeah.
So where's the middle one?
Yeah.
And
And then that's the other thing is the right. is like, oh, it's not guns, it's the mental health, right? Which I can kind of agree with. Like, guns not gonna fucking kill you on its own. But then they fucking lower funding for mental health stuff. Like, and they're not doing anything to help that, you know? And they also push the narrative of, well, therapy doesn't help people, so why go get it? You know, like, it's like you can't sit here and say, oh, it's mental health, we have a mental health issue, and then make it even harder for people to get help who want help, and stigmatize it more that if you get help that you're fucking crazy and, you know, it doesn't help anyway, so why are you doing, you know what I mean? Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't do both. If you want to say it's mental health, then do something about it, you know?
The GOP is a mess. The GOP isn't the GOP, because basically the GOP will sign any document that somebody is paying them big ass loads of money.
Mm-hmm. I mean, fucking both of them.
And, I mean, both sides, definitely. Yeah. But there's a level to the reason why I have sided with Democrats in the past. It's because typically Democrats will do the same evil shit.
Yeah.
But
politicians in general.
Yeah, but to be honest, Democrats are less likely to, and when they do, generally speaking, someone on their own side will call them out. Al Franken, for example. Al Franken was accused, there was no trial, nothing. He was accused of misconduct, and he stepped down because other Democrats are saying, you need to step away. There's not a Republican in that party that would have. So...
I hear what you're saying, but there's definitely some outliers with the whole, what the fuck is her name? The crazy, the chick that's like the head of the house or whatever, the really old bitch. Everyone hates her. You know who I'm talking about.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yes! And how she just happens to always get all the good stocks. It's fucking crazy. How does she get so lucky? It's so weird. It's almost like she has insider knowledge and she's insider trading, and that's a fucking felony. And no one does anything about it. It is.
Nope, not for them. No.
No, not for them. Not for them, exactly, because they whatever they say goes. But like that's what the whole Wolf of Wall Street was about. Like, he went to prison because he was insider trading. So it's not okay for them to insider trade either. Like, that's not okay. You're doing it. You should be in fucking prison. And the whole don't even get me started on the whole Hunter Biden laptop that they tried to fucking disappear and bury. And then a Republican guy was like, hey, I made copies of that hard drive, multiples, in case they ever go missing again. And they were like, fuck.
The problem is Matt Gaetz has the credibility of an ant. That's the problem.
Every politician has a credibility of, it's just, they will cover up if they need to. And every politician will cover up if they fucking need to. That's just the way it is. It's not that is not a bipartisan or partisan thing. Like, every politician is looking out for number one. Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why.
Which is shitty, because they shouldn't be looking out for number one. They should be looking out for us. Like, they need to remember who they're fucking working for. It's not them. They're working for us, and they're not doing shit for us.
Watch everybody who goes into politics. They literally do it for one reason. They go in and they can barely afford a Nissan Altima, and they come out and they have
millionaires, multi-millionaires.
Yeah, and they're in for 3 to 5 years, and they are multi-millionaires. They have yachts, multiple houses.
Yeah, and they refuse to raise wages. They refuse to do anything to companies to like keep them from fucking being greedy and shit. But they will give themselves pay raises every fucking year.
Here's the thing about raising minimum wage. Minimum wage will come up, and it will do something.
Everything else will too.
Everything will, cost-wise, will too.
Yeah.
And it won't be exactly equal. Sometimes it'll be worse, sometimes it'll be better, and ultimately you hope to get a better gain out of it so everybody has a better life. But when I grew up, McDonald's was not a career choice.
It was not a what?
Career choice.
Yeah.
You didn't go into McDonald's thinking...
and I agree with that 100%. And don't get me wrong, I totally understand the whole minimum wage thing, and I was arguing the same thing. But I'm like, it shouldn't be a minimum wage thing. It should be a fucking career thing. Like, they need to do something about the companies that are raking everybody over the coals, getting, like, the highest profits they've ever experienced ever, but they're not making any fucking raises to their people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking... I'm doing a job that is pretty important, and I'm not getting paid very well for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm struggling, but they're like, oh, well, the amount you're getting paid is far above minimum wage. I'm like, yeah, and it was great. Fuck, even 5 years ago, I'd have been happy with this price, but now I'm struggling. Like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and it's hard, and no one's doing anything about it. You guys talk about all these companies price gouging. The oil companies are price gouging you. It's not anything to do with the president or whatever. It's the oil companies and their greed. So do something about it. Like, you say that, like, in a state of an emergency, they can't price gouge, right? So we're in a state of an emergency. Like, people are not being able to feed their families. Like,
here's the problem, though. And this is what a lot of Americans have not realized. A lot of people who you argue with about the economy, this is not an American problem.
No.
The economy being the way it is not an American problem. It is a world problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
Australia's I think the United States inflation right now is 8.6.
Mm-hmm.
Australia's is like 6.8.
Yeah.
I think another European company or a country I saw was like 4.5 or 5. So it is a world issue right now. So there's
I mean, I do think that we had a lot to do with it, with our, like, printing more money than has ever existed ever, like, in a year or two.
Well,
That wasn't great, but that's the other fucking crazy thing. The Fed is not a government-owned fucking thing. Like, that's insane. Why is the Fed in charge of our money when they're a private company? What the fuck, dude?
because
And then they called themselves the Fed, so everyone's like, oh yeah, it's a federal thing. It's like, no, it's literally not a federal entity at all. It's insane.
I could have swore the reason why they're private is because they can't be federal because they're not housed in the United States. They have to do with the world economy. So they actually have.
Is it? I don't think it had to do with the world economy. I thought it was literally just ours.
I think there's something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong.
I don't know either. Like, I'm not gonna give you any definite answers. But
yeah, I could have swore that they had some ties to other currencies or something like that. I don't know if they are because, like, as far as printing money, I don't know, but like how much money could be printed because of other countries printing.
God,
and
I fucking bombed there.
So, anyways, I gotta get going.
Yeah. Hey, you know what though? I appreciate the fuck out of the fact that you could have this conversation with me and not lose your goddamn mind. And that we disagreed here and there, and neither one of us lost our shit and was like, oh my god, I can't believe that you think that way. I fucking hate you now. Let's never talk again.
But see, that's how people should be. You should be able to understand people.
Yeah.
I'm not a believer in astrological signs, but I'm a Libra, and I do believe in the fact that I absolutely do fit that bill.
Dude, I know.
I try to see both sides of the coin.
Me too. I'm like, look, I don't believe in it, but also, like, me being like a Leo Virgo cusp makes a lot of sense about what goes on in my brain. Because I have very differing fucking thoughts constantly of like, let's go balls to the wall and be fucking crazy, and then it's like, but we need to relax, we need to schedule our day out.
You want to get it really deep? I'm October 18th, which is a.
Oh, that was like just the other day.
Libra. It's a Libra Scorpio cusp.
Mm-hmm. So you're a bitch sometimes, huh?
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me put it this way. In what was it? 4th grade, somebody said something that pissed me off, and I ended up going into the room. It was something about a project we were gonna do, and I went into the classroom and flipped my desk full of books. Like, I just flipped it, yelled, flipped it, and walked out. And I ended up having to go to the principal office, and the principal was like, "Are you okay?" And yeah, so.
Do we need to call the paddy wagon?
Yeah, pretty much. Establish myself as crazy even early on. But again, it's one of those things that I don't
100% believe in, but also, like, I get it. I get why people believe in it. Yeah.
I mean, because it's written so general to be you're going to find something in aspects of your
Right.
life. So,
Yeah.
but at
But
the same time,
like I said, I fucking appreciate that you didn't lose your
Flip
shit.
out.
And I feel like we're still friends. Like I feel like we're still in good
Yeah.
standing, you know? Like I get it. I get your side and I hope you get my side. And
I do.
you know, it's just I feel like
But-
at this point, like I really want the country to realize that we're not enemies. Like either side of the fucking we're not enemies. We're all
Well-
Americans. We all need to come together and figure shit out, you know?
Here's where I'm going to say that there's an exception, and this is every exception. There are
The extremists?
organizations. Yes,
Yeah.
there are there
Yeah.
are always like if you look at the Middle East, okay,
Yeah.
everybody instantly starts thinking about 9/11.
Mhm.
Most people who are small-minded will think, oh, terrorists.
Yeah, Muslims automatically
But-
terrorists when it's
but if you-
extremists.
If you really think about it, because Muslims aren't relegated to just the Middle East.
Mhm.
A lot of the Southeast Asia is Muslim, like Malaysia and stuff like that, and
It's like the
they're-
biggest religion, I'm pretty sure.
it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest.
Yeah, I think it is the
And-
biggest, yeah.
And you know, if you look at the basics of the Quran, it's no more different than the Bible. It's
Mhm.
be nice, be kind, be friendly. Don't hate somebody because they're different.
Right.
But people aren't listening to that. They're
Right.
listening to, I feel icky about this, and the Bible says this, so I'm gonna justify my rage by this
Well,
one.
and
line.
also like people are so quick to forget about the the Crusades.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they always talk
yeah.
about, oh, Muslims, they just want to kill all Christians and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I mean,
Yeah, those crusades were a great friendly time.
We-
we just went over spending.
like the Christians kind of did the same thing.
And,
You know, it's just everyone has a dark past. And that's the other thing is everyone's always like, oh, America was built on slavery and they're terrible. Every country has a dark past. Everyone's gonna have a fucking. We're all learning, dude. Like it's just, and we can't
Canada
be
has a dark past.
right.
So,
Fuck,
yeah.
dude. Like everyone does. Any tribe has done some shady shit. Like break it down to even just like tribal people who haven't even.
It's-
Look at the people
it's
who were
not even-
untouched by civilization. They shot down that plane. You know, like they're trying to kill people, eat people. Like there's going to be shit that people did as they were growing because that's part of human nature. You have to
Human,
fucking learn.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a nation thing. It's a human thing.
Yeah. And I feel like
Anyway.
I wish people understood that more and stopped bringing up the whole, oh, well, America did this, so we suck. Okay. Yeah. That was a shitty dark time. We've moved on. We've made changes. Let's talk about
No,
the now.
America sucks because our military has a something $100 billion or $1 trillion frickin' budget, and our schools scrape by on
Oh
probably
my
a couple
God,
hundred million.
I know. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I just wish that people could have these
There was
talks
a-
without shutting down immediately and being like, I don't care what you say, you're fucking wrong. And they're not open to like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but like listen to this fact that I know, or listen to this story that I think supports my theory. You know what I mean? Like no one
What-
wants to hear that anymore. Everyone
what I
loses
can
their
sum
shit
up-
and cancels each other.
What I can sum up is I can look at, I can be in this massive table and look at the map that tells me every problem that humanity has.
Hmm.
But it is going to take a far smarter, far more intelligent man than me to resolve any of those problems.
I don't think it's
And
even
so all-
possible at this point. Like, it's not
It-
going to take one
it
man.
is.
It's not one. It's
No,
like a
it's
group, a
It's
community.
going to take a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It's going to take, okay, and there's a quote on the Modern Warfare when you die a bunch, and I can't remember who said it all of a sudden. I've
When you
seen
die
it
a
million
bunch.
times. Because I played it on the realism and veteran mode, and it kills you a lot.
Yeah.
The most, what was it? They said the most potent warriors are time and patience.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what it's going to take. America's fucked for the next 50 years, but maybe, just maybe, somehow we can find some way to find some balance somewhere.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to
with
do with
time.
social media. And you
Oh,
hear
that
so
was a
much
terrible
all the
idea.
time.
Yeah.
And you get news to you immediately, but you also the loudest people are not the majority, and that's something that like was shocking to me even when I found that out. I was like, oh, everyone thinks this, everyone thinks that, and then like I started talking to more and more people, and I was like, oh, I guess it's just like the small group, but they're so fucking loud that you think that's just like all of Twitter. You know what I mean? Like
one weapon of the extremist Democrats and extremist Republicans is echo chamber.
Yep.
Parlor,
yes.
and Twitter are.
Is
both
Parler even a thing
extremist
anymore?
Yeah, it is. Don't believe me? Look at Nico's Twitch. Parler is trying to fly as low under the radar as they can because Parler has to have basically Parler is a Republican echo chamber.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot go onto Twitter and say something without somebody fact checking them.
Right.
And on Parler, people who are Republican, like, because if you're a Democrat and you hear a Democrat fact, human nature is you're not going to check it.
Right.
If you're a
you trust your
Republican and
people.
you're on Parler, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're a Democrat, it feels more accurate because the news, the other things that you believe in, and the other things you don't ever check yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Republicans. This is why I hate both sides, because they are weaponizing the public. If you don't realize right now that when you vote, if you are not pissing off the Congress and Senate, both parties, Republican and Democrat, and making their vote very difficult because they don't want to make the vote, you are a pawn.
Yep.
You are nothing more than their little play toy to make money off of.
That's also why I want to bring in the third party, because I'm like, make them work for it. Like, they don't care. We
have a third party, but they have never had power.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want us to bring the third party in as a competitor. Like, because right now they're not competitive, right? Like, the two parties are like, I know that they're never gonna win. So like, they don't have to. The thing is everyone's so blind to where the blind loyalty. I don't care what my person's fucking stance is. They're Republican, I'm gonna vote for them. They're Democrat, I'm gonna vote for them because I'm Democrat. I don't care what their platform is. And that's so fucking wrong. And that's why they're not doing anything for us. They don't care because they're like, I know I'm gonna get this vote. This is a red state, I'll get it. This is a blue state, I'm gonna of course get it. But if we start throwing in some yellow states, they're gonna be like, oh shit, hold on, we have to like actually do something.
Here's the thing. Famous quote: "Power corrupts." Absolute power.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm sure the libertarians would end up being corrupt too, but it would take some years at least.
Yeah, and see, well, the independent party, you throw independents in there. The independents would get out there. They would probably have 2-3 years of really getting some groundwork started. And here's the big kicker: when economic changes happen, they take years.
Yeah.
And they're not done by just the president. They're not done because you got to remember, Biden, I don't trust him. Trump, don't trust him.
Yeah.
Both of them had advisors doing a lot of their work.
I've always, even growing up, thought that, everyone's always like, I want to be president, I want to be president. I'm like, they don't have very much power. Like, the people who actually make the moves. Really. Yeah, the people who actually make the moves are Congress and Senate. Like, that's who actually pulls the strings.
Okay, because here's the thing. You talk about the president having the football. Okay? Everybody knows the president has the football. Do you know who has the fucking key?
The coaches.
The general.
Yeah.
And he don't give that key over lightly. Like, that's the whole, like, it's not one person initializing a nuclear strike. It's a chain of people going, do we really want to pull this key again?
And that's the other thing, is I feel like the president is predominantly like the face.
Yep.
They don't do a whole lot. They're just the face, and which sucks for them because when shit goes downhill, they're also the person who gets blamed for it. They're the scapegoat.
Here's the real kicker that pissed me off. Bill Clinton. A lot of people don't like him because he, got his rocks off in the office. Well, here's the funny thing. 9/11 might not have happened if we had let him stay in office. He had on his desk the day he was taken out a order to sign several commandos. I don't know if it was SEALs or Delta or what, but he was going to send several teams of Deltas or whoever into the Middle East to suss out rumors of an attack on the United States.
Mm.
We may have never had that problem if he had signed that bill and sent that black ops through. They may have done that, gotten it clued, and I'm not stupid. Because people know about that bill, and then they tell you, oh yeah, but we don't have any other clan death. No. We have people all over the world killing people just like Russia does.
Yeah.
Just like every other nation does. It's
Shit
a
that
part
no
of
one's
being a
talking about.
nation.
Yeah.
Well, it's dark shit, like you were talking about earlier. It's not just a dark past.
I mean,
Because
fuck, like that's what Nico was talking about. Like, you just started hearing about Delta. They've been around for a while.
No,
You know what I mean?
I knew about Delta back in the 90s.
Okay,
but
well
that's
maybe
because
you
of
did, but the general public just started hearing about
and
them.
it's not even. I didn't even know it because of anything other than that. There's a stupid show called Missions or something like that. There's even episodes on YouTube. It was a bunch of 5-man teams with an obstacle course, but I don't think they were real Delta guys. I think they were military, but they were assigned I was Delta and whatever.
Delta
and they
Company or Charlie Company or whatever kind of thing.
But they had like these background stories of being a SEAL or a Delta Force or whatever. Because first of all, Delta was covert. You couldn't even know the names of people who were in Delta.
Right.
So there's no way they're gonna put them on TV.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, they had these things where they would go through, like there was a shoot house where there would be people in there, and they'd have to go through with a laser tag gun and shoot them down, and if they got hit first, then those guys would be down. Their team had to carry them to the finish line. So every guy that went down was a cost, a point. And it was an interesting show, but the name Delta got to me, and I actually did a little bit of research, and trust me, I got nothing. Because, again, like Nico said, they don't exist. There's acknowledgement of a special forces named Delta, but it doesn't have any details.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And there's a reason for that, because they do the things. They do the things that we're not allowed to know about.
But again, I was probably 13.
Yeah.
So a 13-year-old doing some searching found out Delta exists.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to put something out there for somebody who's actually trained on hacking a computer to try and locate who Delta operators might be.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so the world's on fire. Everything's going to shit. But I'm glad that you and I could have a decent-ass conversation about it. And
honestly, I'd like to hear more about other people, other views. But yeah,
exactly. Like, I think that's important. I think that's the problem. Is no one's listening to other people's views, so no one's getting new ideas. But it's like, oh, well, this person said that they feel this way, so I feel that way too, and that's it.
Yeah, and again, because like I don't. What I want to say is to the guy that says no, I want to keep my guns. I want him to honestly think about his son going to school and shooting a bunch of other kids.
Yeah.
I want them to.
I've worried about it. I was like, man, I hope that I don't fuck him up in some sort of way that makes him that kid. Or like, I hope that he doesn't go to school and because I mean that happened recently here. The worst fucking one we've had in a while. Of course, that was. Don't even get me started on those fucking cops.
You aren't in near where those cops are off-duty cops all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
You Baldy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like maybe an hour away. Maybe. Yeah, and they all fucking dropped the ball, dude. They dropped the ball so hard. And there were parents, like, trying to go in. And everyone on the internet was like, what happened, Texas? I thought you guys all had guns for this. And I was like, yeah, they did. And they tried. And the cops fucking handcuffed them and told them you're not allowed to go. No. And they're like, well, if you're too fucking scared, I'll do it. And they're like, nope. You guys gonna stay out here? And I'm like, dude, I would have been driven off the wall. My kid's in there. Look, I'm going in there, and you're gonna let me go, or you're gonna find out how much this hits. Be like, are those level 4 plates, sir? Because my kid's in there, and he doesn't have any fucking plates, and I need to go fucking save him right now.
and you know what's funny? What's really funny is the very parent that charged that gate. their kid was alive at that time.
Yeah.
But died in between the time that they were able to get them.
Do you
get
watch
out into
Donut
the
Operator?
building. Yes.
Did you see his breakdown on it?
Yeah.
And how,
Donut
like, they
was
had-
so pissed.
Yeah, and how they had 7 fucking cops there within like 3 minutes of that guy getting there. 7
And
versus
the
1.
You know what the funny thing is? Cops are told to go in.
Yeah.
Because normally you're told to wait for backup
Yeah.
in a school shooter situation.
Well,
even if
that's
there's only
what.
one cop in there, if you
Yeah.
can shoot one, even if there's multiple assailants, if you can get one of them down, you might have.
That's what
a
Donut
chance
was saying.
to
He was
save
like, they
lives.
were acting like it was a barricaded suspect and it was an active shooter. They should have been charging in. Like that's what you do with active shooters. Barricaded suspects, you hang back. And you're like, what are your commands? Or what, you know what I mean? Like, what are your demands?
Well,
What do you
the
want? That's what
reason
you
why-
do.
the
But
re-
like, not what they
yeah.
were. Not when he's actively
And to my
shooting people.
understanding-
Yeah.
The understanding is that I guess the way I understand it is barricaded suspects are not ping-ponging in emotional state,
Hmm.
and so they've settled down. They have a calm situation that things are not going to change from where it is unless something happens.
Yeah.
Whereas an active shooter, they're ping-ponging, they're active, they're going out, and they're still riding
Well,
that anger rage.
From what I understand of it is active shooters are on target. Like they're like, I'm doing this. I'm doing
Yes.
it. Whereas barricaded suspects are like, fuck, what am I doing? Like I've just
Yeah,
ruined
like
my life. Like they have that like doubt. And so you can
Well,
talk them out of it and
yeah.
like, hey, come out, we can talk or whatever. But like active shooters are like, I'm not talking. I'm doing. Like they're not here to talk. They're here to get their shit done. Like they've already made their decision kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyways, I gotta
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I gotta go to
will
bed
talk you
too.
tomorrow.
I'm not gonna edit
Alright.
tonight.
Take care.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.